Well. Good evening to everyone, to Ghostbeaters, to Deadites alike, whatever you intend to play. Hopefully you're having a good night. And here we are. We find ourselves with an hour and 29 minutes and 30 seconds waiting till the stroke of midnight on Eastern Standard Time. And hopefully we're having some awesome time. Give me a second. I forgot to add one thing to the screen, so I need to hop over to my normal screen. All right, copy that. What's going on, good fella? I am excited too. I'm just fixing something on this overlay real quick because I forgot to edit. All right, that's good. Actually, I don't want it there. We're going to put it right here. And we're going to test it right now. Make sure that's working. Sorry, guys. Give me like 3 seconds to get this thing together. I actually did this for the first time.
Did we just become best friends? Yep.
Perfect. This is the first time I've done this. I created this overlay strictly from scratch for tonight because that's how excited I was for the launch of Evil Dead. So hopefully everyone's having a good night. Good fella, hopefully everything's exciting for you. We're all excited, I think, for the launch of the game. Oh, shoot. Remove. That's not it. I was putting the wrong one. Yes, I want to remove that. This should be the last one. The alert box. There we go. So in case we have raids or anything, it just goes off. I was a dum-dum and forgot to add all the fancy bells and whistles to this overlay. All right, so that's good. And then the last one now. Box. All right. This is the last one. And then we can stay on our destiny. What is crack-a-lacking? Hopefully everyone's having a good night. All right, so we know that's working. I'll turn on my multi-stream so I can see people on both sides of the fence. We'll put this right here. All right, that should be everything. So hopefully everyone's having a good night. Twisted, thanks for coming through. Good fella, thanks for coming through. Raccoon Flakes, how are you doing? Andrew, how are you doing? Does PlayStation have a season pass? Yes, everyone has a season pass. Sorry guys, I was just playing around with this. So the season pass apparently is a little... It's live. I just want to be the first one to... I know, Danish. It wasn't my fault. I was going on the news, they told me. All right, so basically you had two choices when you bought the game if you did not buy the Super Collector's Editions, and that was to, one, get the Standard Edition, which was $40, or two, to get the Collector's Edition, or sorry, the Deluxe Edition, which was $60. Now, it looks like the Season Pass by itself is going to be $35. Otaku, what's crack-lacking? So it looks like you save about 15 to 20 bucks on the Season Pass by getting it with the Deluxe. So that's awesome if you did that in advance. We're still trying to find out whether or not the classic skin set is part of the season pass or not. I haven't got to be able to get into yet, so I can't look at the store yet. And right now, if you were on Xbox like I am, because that's what I chose to take it on, we are desperately waiting for news that they've fixed it. So basically what happened, and this, I think Danish is going to find this hilarious, because they switched it back and forth so many times from a midnight launch to a 10 a.m. launch to a midnight launch again, they apparently have had some problems getting all the systems back on track for a midnight launch. And apparently it hasn't been live on Xbox at all yet, and they said on the Discord they're trying to get it live for the U.S. launch. So here's what's going to happen. At midnight, we're going to try the game out. Fingers crossed, and it'll work. If it does, we will play the entire campaign tonight, live, for you guys. And we'll go to the normal overlay. Hey, Danzy, what's going on? You got the one with the season pass included? I did as well. I think there was absolutely Nebbits. What's crack-a-lacking? Definitely the right way to go, Danzer. I did the same thing. I'm ready. We're just hoping. So at this moment, the last time I checked, the whole game is nice. I'm so excited, Twisted. This is, I mean, anyone who's been to my YouTube channel now for any time in the last 3 months sees me talking about nothing but Evil Dead the game. Like, that's what I do. I did 7 videos today. I did 2 yesterday, 2 the day before. We have another one coming out and a 15-hour stream tomorrow. So if you want to hang out on either YouTube or Twitch, I'm going to be here. And I got all the Dr. Pepper I needed today to keep me running. But seriously, we definitely are at the point now where we want to see if the game will be up. We hope it will be up, because that's the worry. Yeah, that's definitely one of the things where we're poor Xbox people. You're not wrong, Vegeta. You're not wrong. So basically, when I last looked, which was basically when I started working on this overlay. Yeah, if you have the deluxe version, you have the season pass. It has all 4 DLCs included. So what am I going to do first? I am going to go and do the campaign mode, because I want to unlock Lord Arthur, Ash versus Evil Dead Ash, because that is 2 of your 3 leaders. And I also want to get Amanda Fisher and Pablo. And Pablo's the best support in the game. So like 2 of the best characters in the game are locked behind the campaign wall. So I'm going to go there first. Tomorrow, this game is going to take over like nobody's business. Now, of course, unfortunately, we're having some technical difficulties on day 1. I mean, most of them. So the only people I know that had any real early access, Arthur's the best character in the game, hands down. Was someone had early access. A couple of people had early access. Laughin had early access. Slash and Stacks had early access. Like, there are 3 creators, and I think SFX did too, and he had like 700 people in there. Anyone else was just basically anyone else that went live, like Pixels went live when it went live in his country, because Pixels is over in like Australia, so he was live because of that, and because it went live on his time. So as long as you weren't on Xbox, you could get there. Now, we obviously aren't playing the game right now. We have our clock, tickety 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 tickety, right there, ding ding ding. That is to the second for the stroke of midnight on Eastern Standard Time, which is where I live. I'm in Eastern Standard Time. It's the first U.S. version to get in there. But yeah, so I'm going to go to the campaign mode. Well, so we'll do one of 2 ways. We will go to the campaign mode at 12 when the game launches. If Xbox is fixed, I'm not looking at the Discord anymore. I don't want to know. At this point now, we are in complete limbo, and we're just going to see what happens. I'm not Yeah, so the game was rolling out at midnight and everywhere. So people today tried to do the Xbox move to New Zealand, and it didn't work. And the reason is because it's not live. It didn't work on Xbox. So, like, Pixels was playing, but Pixels is in Australia, and he's on PC, so it's fine there. I'm an Xbox person, too. I don't know. So what happened was when Xbox moved it to, or Saber moved it to, so everyone's kind of, Xbox is saying it's not on their side. Saber's saying they're working on it. So it leads me to believe that it is on the Saber side per the Discord. When they've had Xbox move the game from a midnight release to a 10 a.m. release, when they decided to change it on Tuesday, apparently now they can't get it back, and they haven't been able to get it back all day. So people are like still waiting on Xbox to be able to play, because it's telling everyone it has to be 10 a.m. So they announced, at last time I looked, was 9:37 p.m. That's when I started working on the overlay. That's when I started getting everything ready to go live for the 10:30 Pre-Show Brujo, and we now are gonna find out what happens when it happens. Like, that's how we're doing it. I'm not looking anymore. I'm not gonna go look at the official Discord. We're just gonna wing it. We're gonna talk about Evil Dead stuff. If you have any questions, anything you'd like to see me do videos on, we're just gonna see what happens. I'm gonna drink some Dr. Pepper, maybe have some fireballs. So here's the thing. I literally could have taken it on any system. Order Divine Warrior. Evil Dead top 10 game. You know it, buddy. You know it. Am I a demon main? So probably, yeah. Probably. So here's what I plan to do. If you've seen any of my Evil Dead, or sorry, not You haven't seen any of my Evil Dead streams because the game's not live yet. If you've seen any of my Dead by Daylight streams, the Art of Party Show, will you go live for PlayStation at 12? I'm not on PlayStation. I didn't take it on PlayStation. Is the timer when it comes out? It sure is. That is for Eastern Standard Time. So it shouldn't be any problem for if you were on Epic on PC, PlayStation 4, or PlayStation 5. Xbox is still up in the air. That's kind of where we're at. But yeah, I'm playing. That's exactly what this. So because I am an Evil Dead YouTuber, that's kind of what I do. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, ring that bell. We are growing fast. We have an awesome Discord full of awesome people. A lot of the people in the chat are on there. Oh, what demon am I choosing? Sorry. When I was saying hi to everyone, I got lost, Danish. Thank you for bringing me back. So when I played the beta, I fell in love with Evil Ash, so he'll probably be my main, but I really enjoyed Elagos as well, and Henrietta just seemed really sluggish to me, but I've only played her once, so I didn't really give her a fair shake, but I think Evil Ash, when I quit the beta, my Evil Ash was like level 17, so I was really enjoying playing Evil Ash. But my plan is this. Obviously, if you aren't part of the Discord, definitely join up. Join us on the Discord. We have like 7 channels just for people to get together. We have a channel just for dropping gamer tags and making groups to play with, so you don't have to play with random people if you don't want to. So we have a lot set up just for this game because that's pretty much what I do. I make Evil Dead videos every day, and this is what we focus on. So I felt it was only fair that we did a pre-show party, and we will find out. Geo, what's going on? Join the Dark Mates. That's true. So we'll find out if it's live. It's going to be live for the PlayStation people. We know that. PlayStation hasn't had any problem today. It's going to be live for the PC people. They haven't had any problems today. It'll just be myself because I took it on Xbox. Evil Ash is a lot of fun. He hits like a truck. Demon is a lot of fun, Josh. It's a lot of fun. I love playing Demon. So here's the thing, and this is probably why in DBD I'm a killer main. And it's just I enjoy the hunt. I enjoy the fun of being the killer. I think you have. I have no problem playing Survivor. We'll play a lot of Survivor, and I'm gonna be playing a lot with subs tomorrow, no matter what, because tomorrow is gonna be 15 hours of just live gameplay. So I will be playing with subs. I'll be playing with people from the chat, from the Discord, and I'll be playing a lot of Survivor then because my goal is to be able to play something from every category, so that way I can play with you. I need more headroom. All right, sure. Let's give me a second. You talking about the camera settings? Give me a second, Gio. Who's my favorite survivor? Arthur. He is an absolute monster. There we go. We'll shrink it down a little bit. Here we go. How's that, Gio? Does that look good? I need more room for my giant head. So if you were on the East Coast of the USA, that is the Eastern Standard Time strike of midnight. 1 hour, 16 minutes, and 6 seconds. Xbox, we don't know yet, and I've decided I am not going to hop over to the official Discord anymore because I've been there all day. Amanda's great. Ammo for Days is an awesome perk. There's a lot of good stuff with Amanda Fisher. She needs to be unlocked too, though. She's the 4th character. So Arthur, Ash versus Evil Dead, Ashley, Amanda Fisher, and Pablo are all unlocked from the campaign. Those are the 4 unlockable characters. And I mean, they're all really good. They're all, upper half. In my opinion, Arthur's 1. Pablo's 4 on my tier list. That's coming out tomorrow morning. So like, I was going to do the tier list today, but then when they switched things around, I decided to move it to tomorrow. So some people I thought would get a chance to play and have their thoughts on it, but you'll get my complete 13-to-1 tier list, and I set it up into 4 categories. So it's basically OP is the top category, and there's 3 characters in that, and then there's really good, which is like half the class. It's like 6 people. And then you have 3 in decent, and then you just have Ed just in dumpster fire. He is the worst character in the game. and I will die on that hill. Kelly's great. Kelly's a great character. She has some awesome perks too. Frenzied is one of the best perks in the game. I make informative videos. I do some speculatory, but sometimes I'm just like, I think this would be a cool DLC. But a lot of times I'm breaking down stuff, trying to make it easier for you. So when they asked Sam that, they did ask him if he's supposed to be King Arthur, and Sam's like, nah, he's just like, Arthur and Henry were popular names in the the British Isles during that time, so I just think it's more coincidence. He doesn't have Excalibur or anything. Hail to the king, baby! You know it, Dolver. We are so close. Oh, sorry, my nose itches. Someone's talking about me. But yeah, so we're just basically hanging out. What are your thoughts on Henry the Red? I have Henry the Red as the third best character in the game. Rebound's turning out to be probably broken. So you were going to do ridiculous reverse damage with Rebound. Yes, PlayStation is fine, Toasty. No problem at all. So if you were on PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, or Epic right now, you have nothing to fear in an hour and 13 minutes if you're on the East Coast. Yep, no Pendragon, Sauron. Just a normal Arthur. More like Arthur, not Arthurian legend. Yeah, Sam said he didn't really patent him after. And if you see, Arthur's kind of a dick. So he's kind of Toasty Chips. Welcome to the stream. Mason, welcome to the stream. Dolver, sorry guys, I've been trying to talk to both chats at the same time. So if you see me talk to someone and you don't see a response, that's what's going on, because I have both chats running simultaneously. Yes, so they did say there will be more solo missions. We will have side missions as well. The first side missions, I believe, drop with Castle Kandar. So Arthur is the last unlock. So I believe, it's kind of sketchy, but we know first mission, the first campaign mission is the unlock for Ash versus Evil Dead Ash. You can get him after the first mission. Absolutely. So I'll talk about that in just a second, Andrew. So you get Ash after the first mission, you get Pablo after the third mission, Amanda after the fourth, and then Arthur after the fifth. No, so I saved my Evil Dead shirt for tomorrow. So when I do my 15-hour stream, I'll have my boomstick shirt on. Do I think Ruby will be part of the game? Yes, absolutely. I think there's 4 characters you can count on as slam dunks to be in the guarantee to be in the DLC. Ruby. Now, the Ruby's a little bit of a weird one, because I don't know if we're going to get Season 2 Survivor Ruby, or we're just going to get Season 1 and Season 3 badass Demon Ruby. So I'm not sure. Or we might get her as both. I think she deserves to be both. I think her and the second character I think is going to be in the game for sure is Sheila from Army of Darkness. She's been a fan favorite since the 90s and could go as both as well, because it feels good to be bad. And of course, I think the other 2 characters that are absolute slam dunks to be in the game, and Ruby's kids, of course. I think that's going to be her elite demon spawn. I think the other 2 characters will be Dalton. He's just such a huge fan favorite. I know he was only in 7 episodes, but a huge, huge fan favorite. And Leslie has done a lot of cons after that. So Dalton has a huge fan base. And then I think the final one is Bale. I think Bale is a slam dunk. He is such a puppeteer just waiting to happen. There's a lot of characters I would love to see added to this game, but I think those are absolutely going to happen. But yeah, so, well, we hope. So right now the clock, if you see it on chat, is for the stroke of midnight on the East Coast. So we will see what happens. Now, typically, midnight launches usually unlock on digital copies at 12:01 for some reason. So we might we'll give it up till like 12:10, but I haven't, like I said, I haven't been in the official Discord since 9:37. Coogie and Danish, I actually did a video on what I think Coogie's 4 perks would be. It's 2 perks would be. It'd be awesome. Yep, clock is release time for Eastern Standard Time, of course. So the first U.S. time zone of midnight. But yeah, Danish, if you haven't seen it, I did a video on Coogie Wednesday, and I actually broke down what I thought the perks would be for Coogie. I love Coogie as a warlord addition. I think he would be fantastic. So yeah, there's definitely a lot, I think. Well, Soren, I don't know. His name's Coogie. Ash says it. Ashley's middle name is Joanne. So if we can take Ashley Joanne Williams seriously, I think we could take Coogie seriously. I will not stand for no Coogie heat. The most Geo character? Well, since you like to play, so Geo, since you tend to like to play like survivor characters that are supporty but at the same time kind of speedy, I think Pablo's the way to go. So the versions are exactly the same, and the size of the game is small. Like, it's like 11 gigs right now. Now, I'm sure it'll build up, Goodfella. Here's the thing. If you know you want to play it at midnight, you might want to take it on PlayStation. But I've heard no difference. Yeah, I think, and here's the thing. If you're not in the Discord, I would highly recommend joining. I will be giving a copy of the game away on Epic this weekend. So Saturday night stream, we'll be giving away a copy of the game on PC to subs. So if you sub to the YouTube, hop over, join the Discord. There is a channel called, I believe it's called the Evil Dead PC Giveaway. I think that sounds right. That seems like a legitimate thing it could be called. Yep, Evil Dead PC giveaway. So join the Discord. I will post that again for those of you in the YouTube side. Yeah. Boop. Army of Darkness Ash is absurd. He is so broken. Army of Darkness Ash is really, really good. So yeah, I can't complain. It's completely. Yep, just look for the giveaway. I actually have an entire section in my Discord that's just called Evil Dead. So, Evil Dead Talk, Evil Dead the Game, Evil Dead PC Giveaway, Evil Dead Gamer Tag. So, you guys have a community where you can go to and just find a group automatically and not have to worry about playing with people just randomly off the internet. Because sometimes that can go fine and sometimes it doesn't go well at all. And for the years I've played Dead by Daylight, I can attest to that. I mean, Gio, I'm not ruling wrong. And also in the giveaway, if you go into the Evil Dead game chat, you can guess my 13-1 for an extra chance to win a free copy of the game. Renro. So, in my opinion, I haven't talked about this because the video comes out tomorrow. I think there's some really good strategies. What was your favorite kill in Ash? Okay, let me get Renro's question. I'll be right to you, Andrew. I think one of the best ways to go is matching your leader. Like, don't run. Any team I've seen that has run without a leader has all lost the demon. Leaders are so important because of how the synergies work. And I'll tell you what one of the worst synergies in the game is. 4 Ashes. Stay away from it. Just stay away from it. 4 Ashes do not work well together. But I think we're going to see a lot of team strats. I think, will the Deadites get skin? Yes, they will. If you've watched any of my videos today, Toasty, I have Deadite videos, shows all the entire perks of every class. It also shows you where the skin section's at. So you can find that right on. The videos are like 2 to 3 minutes long. So you can just click on them and go right through. There's one for Warlord, Necro, and for Puppeteer. Andrew, what was my favorite kill in Ash versus Evil Dead, the TV show? Can I say that my favorite kill was Ruby on the chainsaw? Does that count? Yes, online is open as soon as the game is, Geo. Is that an okay answer? Because when Ruby killed the chainsaw, that was my favorite kill in the entire show. Because that was so fun. And yes, Deadites will get skins. If you start out, even your elite and normal demons get skins. So you can see all of the ones that are unlocked from the beginning, Toasty, for all 3 of them. Okay, if you're allowed me to count, I think that was my favorite kill of the entire show, because Ash crying over the chainsaw when Ruby's like kind of like massaging it and then bends it, it's just freaking awesome. So that is my answer. If not, then my second favorite, if it has to be an actual demon, it was Shoot First Think Never on Elegos. Shoot First Think Never is my second favorite kill. The power of the Hefe. If you guys have any questions at all about gameplay, any questions about characters, anything you just want to know what I think about The Evil Dead, feel free to ask. I will try to answer everything I can in the next hour and 3 minutes. Well, it's my favorite kill of the entire series, Soren, so I stand by that. Lucy Lawless is so good. Lucy Lawless is so good in the series. And the thing that made Lucy Lawless so good is she was kind of the backbone, because she basically, even as she played Ruby all 3 seasons, every Ruby was different from the Ruby before. How would I rank the 3 movies and the series? Okay. So you mean like, where would I put, can I do the 3 movies? I'll even do 2013. We'll do the 4 movies as one setting, and then I'll do the seasons of... Will there be weapon skins? I haven't heard anything on that yet, Mason. And then I'll do the seasons of Ash vs. the Evil Dead in order. So I think the best movie in the series, or my personal favorite, is Evil Dead 2. I have that as number 1. I still think it's the benchmark. And then... You got Nathan Swaggy. So I have Evil Dead 2 as the benchmark, Army of Darkness, Evil Dead 1, and then I think 2013's dog shit. And then for the seasons of Ash versus the Evil Dead, I have season 2, 1, season 1, 2, and then season 3 is 3. Now there might be character skins, but there is also a lot of different weapons too. Like when I played as Arthur I found a legendary weapon that was just a sword on fire. So it could have easily just been a weapon that was in the game. There's a lot of pretty funny weapons that are actually in the game. So I don't know if there's, because here's the thing, I don't know why you would need skins, because unless you're a weapon master. A lot of times you have to find weapons every time. Yeah, that's my opinion. Comment. I think it's pretty hard to put the series and the movies together. I think it's easier to look at them separately. Best Survivor, Arthur, hands down, Panzer. Arthur, and then right behind Arthur is Army of Darkness, Ash. Those 2 were neck and neck. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I could see that, Soren. But yeah, Panzer, that would be my 2 for, like, if you're looking for, Arthur is so good. Like, Arthur's perks are just so amazing. I can answer anything. Yeah, it's an AMA now. Ask me anything. Go ahead. Welcome to the Pre-Show Brujo. It's an Ask Me Anything now. Let's do this. I mean, if you're going to ask me anything, shit. I'm all ears. Let's do this, crew. To the Hefe. But yeah, ask me anything. I don't care. That's what this is for. If I can give you any kind of information of like who to avoid or what fits your playstyle. the deer on the wall. Yes, it's so creepy. The first movie is just a straight up horror film, and it's fantastic. And it was kind of not supposed to really be anymore. Do it, Nathan. Amanda skill-wise. I have Amanda. If you give me a second. Yes, that was in the first Evil Dead movie, Andrew. Amanda's right in the middle of the pack. Like 5 or 6, I think. No, she's 6 or 7. Panzer, that is dead on. Except I have Arthur and AOD Ash flipped. But I agree with you. Those are the top 4. Ash is equivalent to Nick Fury. I don't know what you're talking about. Do you think Saber will do DBD, eventually make all characters the same, using the same? They said they will not. They said they don't want to do that. They said they want to work on synergies, and you can't play the same character. So you can't have a group of Army of Darkness Ashes. Once a character has been chosen, they are grayed out for the rest of the group. You can have same class. Like, you could run with 4 Hunters if you want to, but you can't run with 4 Kelly Maxwells. And I like that. I like the fact that they're keeping the perks for the characters exclusively locked, Goodfella, because that means you have to learn how to play each character, and you can't just make super builds. You didn't actually have a question? Oh, all right. You got me, Gio. I mean, now you should think of one, really. 58 minutes, everyone. Okay, figured. So best part in what movie, Andrew? Evil Dead 1, Evil Dead 2, Army of Darkness, 2013. Which movie do you want me to say what the best part is? And like I said, remember, if you want to enter for a chance to win a free copy of Evil Dead the game on PC, join us in the Discord. Uppercut Grandma, how are you doing? I agree, Nathan. Hey, I posted a full 30-second clip in your Discord. It's made by a guy who's never played the game, but gave it a full review anyway. Good for him! Yeah. Oh, that's... do I know anything about the story of the campaign? I know the first mission is Evil Dead 1. That's about all I know so far. That's all I know so far, Mason. With the deer, sorry. What's my favorite part of Evil Dead 1? I think it's Scotty's death. Scotty's death's probably my favorite part of Evil Dead 1. And Scotty's such a badass in Evil Dead 1. Like, Ash is kind of a bitch. Xbox sucks, but Evil Dead is awesome. I mean, I don't have anything against Xbox, PlayStation, PC. Welcome, Oreo. I just bought it on Xbox because that's where I had space between all my systems. If I have a choice between streaming on PC or streaming on a console, since I have everything, like I have a gaming PC, I have a Switch, I have a PS5 and an Xbox Series X. Jeesh, what's going on, Sticky? I didn't play Demon during the betas, but I always heard Elagos was the strongest. Was he nerfed? No, Elagos was never nerfed in Beta 1 to Beta 2, and he hasn't been nerfed now. Elagos is very good, but you have to be possession-based in the way you play him. So I think he's the more hardest to play Panzer, but he's right up there with Evil Ash. Are we playing online or solo tonight? So if Xbox works in 55 minutes, I will be playing campaign tonight to unlock all the characters. What's going on? The old Pork Chop Express. Speaking of great 80s movies. Paid your dues. You just look that big sucker in the eyes and you tell him, yes, sir, the check is in the mail.
Have you paid your dues, Jack? Yes, sir, the check is in the mail.
So my goal tonight is to complete the entire campaign if Xbox does go live. And like I said, I refuse now to go over to the Discord. We're just going to be surprised. We're going to see what happens. So this will either be like an hour-and-a-half stream, Yeah, I'm not playing online until my first match is with Johnny Rocker tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Johnny's gonna join the channel, and we're gonna play some matches with subs and follows, and that'll be my first online play. But we're gonna go live at 9:30 in the morning tomorrow, and we're not stopping until 2 a.m. So we have a really long day ahead of us tomorrow for streaming. But yeah, I have no problem answering any questions. If you want to know, I put about 20-ish, maybe a little more hours into Beta 2, which was the last time. Listen, if they told me that Jack Burton was going to be a DLC character in Evil Dead, like, that would be the greatest team up ever. Ash and Jack Burton, oh my god, I'd be so for it. Do you know how much storage the game will take up? Yes, 15 gigs. It's small. That's with the estimated day 1 patch. Right now it's 12. 2 exams tomorrow, but it's the last day. I'm happy to hear that. It will be groovy. Hail to the king, baby. Hail to the king. Yeah, it's not a very big... Nathan, thank you for subscribing to the channel. I appreciate that. I know you're already over in the Discord, so I don't have to tell you about that, but thank you for subbing to the channel. When does Evil Dead come out? Right there. If you're on Eastern Standard Time, it's right here. 53 minutes and 28 seconds. Depressed Seahawks fan. Unless you're on the West Coast, then you're 3 hours behind. Because it's supposed to be midnight for everyone. So yeah, that's why I have the clock on there. Central Time's an hour behind us, so if you're on Central Time, it's an hour and 53 minutes. But I'm an Eastern Standard guy, so like I would be allowed to play in 53 minutes if they fix the Xbox issue. So that's the hope. That's what we're hoping. You're on Central and it says 53 minutes as well? That's cool. Yeah, I don't know, because it's supposed to be midnight local, so that's what the word was. So, I mean, if they let everyone go in 53 minutes, that's awesome. Bodie Channel, how you doing, buddy? Welcome to the stream. So actually, Panzer, if you didn't see it, I have a video on there. There is a list of 6 skins I'd like to add. Of course, the skin that they've already leaked is actually in my video, which is for Funeral Ash from Season 3, Episodes 2 and 3. Skins I would like to see, Jacksonville Ash from Season 1, or Season 2, Episode 1. Evil Dead go-karting, I'm in. Totally in. You don't even need to sell me, Renro. Stop right there. Like, Mario Kart with Evil Dead characters, I'm done. I'm in. I'd like to see full team sets. Like, I'd love to see, like, a Value Stop team set for Ash and Pablo and Kelly. I'd love to see the blue Sheila shirt from Army of Darkness. It looks like they're going to be doing a lot of original skins because yesterday on Reddit, they leaked the Indiana Jones outfits for Annie Nobe and Ed Getley, and the Letterman jacket skins for Evil Dead 1 Ash and Scotty. So there's a lot of skins that are going to be coming. There's a Rambo skin, too. That's pretty cool. Oh, Bodie, don't do it. He's the worst. He's so bad. He is the worst. Ashy Slashy Puppet Trap. I've done a video on that, too, Nathan. You know, that's what... he's in my bail video. Like, I've done videos on everything. This is what I do all day, is just make... You know, that's what Evil Dead video can old head make now. But, yeah, I think Ashy Slashy would be awesome. He would fit in right there with Ash's evil hand and the mini Ashes. What's my favorite Evil Dead comic run or crossover and non-crossover? One of each. Okay, so crossover is Freddy versus Jason versus Ash is my favorite crossover. My favorite non-crossover is Parallel Ashes. Hail to the Queen Baby was the first issue of that, was when you met Ashley K. Williams, the left-handed. She's basically the straight inverse. Chainsaws on the left hand. Ice G, thank you for the subscribe. And join the Discord. I should probably post it. It's in the description, but I'll post it again. And then my favorite arc of the main line was Return of the Witch. When the witch from Army of Darkness comes back and she's super powered because she's gotten one of the pages of the Necronomicon. Hands down the best arc. Thank you, Gio. I will post that back in the Discord. I'll post it over here. So yeah, that would be my favorite. I remember I would borrow the Marvel Zombies. Marvel Zombies versus Army of Darkness was awesome. I enjoyed it. I have found the omnibus on Amazon, and I tend to acquire them ASAP. Fair enough. I have them all in individual sleeves because I'm a comic book nerd, and I would buy them all individually. Surprisingly, the most underrated and hilarious of all of them was Ash Shades of It. Ayo! What are you playing first? Campaign. We're unlocking characters because I needs me that Arthur. I needs it. I needs my Arthur back. For me, I can't blame it. Army of Darkness versus Marvel Zombies was good. I have all variant covers for all the issues. I have a massive comic collection. It's kind of sad. Ash in a straitjacket skin? Yep, it's on my list. I called it Camo Ash because he looks like he's kind of in camo. But yes, hands down. Yes, I am. I'm like, I needs it. The precious. Give it to me. Oh, I love Arthur. Arthur's fantastic. I will max Arthur out without any problem. I will go head first into playing some Arthur. Like, listen, Arthur is so ridiculous. It's not even funny. Like, the way they stacked him, like, you literally can run Wrath permanently once you get to level 25. It's unreal. He's so broken. Him and Ash and Henry are crazy broken good. Like, those three characters are way better than everyone else in the entire game. Maybe everyone else in the entire game minus Pablo, because Pablo is pretty OP. Like, he can make a medallion every time he's off a cooldown. That's pretty boss. And you put Pablo and Army of Darkness Ash together. Mwah, chef's kiss. Good stuff. How do you think I'd fare against a Deadite? Probably poorly. You know, I still have a record player, Nathan, so I feel you. So I did a huge video. It was actually the video that kind of started this channel, Moist Meat, on Jason. I do think he will get added to the game as a DLC character. I think he'll be a warlord now because at that point we hadn't seen the classes. But I do think Jason will get added. Freddy is 50-50 for me. But I do think we'll get Jason Voorhees. I stand by that statement. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I'm going to die on that hill until I'm proven wrong. Because Victor Miller's going to want to make some monies. Do I have the Ashy Slashy replica? I do not. I do have a lot of Ash figures, though. I have a bunch behind me. There's some more over here. I don't have the Ashy Slashy, though. I really wish I did. I mean, Jason is a Deadite. That is canonically confirmed. Softly from Jason Goes to Hell and firmly from Freddy vs. Jason vs. Ash. Well, so Victor Miller owns the right to Voorhees. Like, that is, he got Camp Crystal Lake back. He got Mama Voorhees and Baby Jason. Now Big Mask Jason technically wasn't his creation, but is because he owns the Jason Voorhees character, it gets messy there. But we all know that Cunningham's all about making money. Like, he will sublease the Jason license for a dime. It doesn't matter. He wants that to scratch. So if Victor Miller gets on board, Cunningham's going to join him. They just both would have to make money on it because Cunningham technically owns the Big Mask Jason. Well, but here's the thing. Friday the 13th belongs, like, that name belongs to Victor Miller because he wrote the script by himself for Friday the 13th and created the whole plot and, the whole idea of the drowned Jason and, his mom coming back. Like, that's Victor Miller's stuff. Camp Crystal Lake belongs to Victor Miller. Like, he won his case. Like, that's why Friday the 13th, the game is, like, it's still alive per se, but it hasn't got an update since November of 2020. So, I mean, it's just there for people to play because they still like the game, but it's not really alive. It's a zombie. It's a zombie game of a zombie killer. It's very fitting. But keep them coming. I this is awesome. I have any question I can answer, whether you want my opinion on things or you want to know about the game, just let me know. He does, but he also spent almost his entire, he needs to make money too.
Just listen to the old Pork Chop Express and take his advice on a dark and stormy night, all right? When some wild-eyed 8-foot-tall maniac grabs your neck, taps the back of your favorite head up against a barroom wall, and he looks you crooked in the eye.
What's going on, Foggy?
Did
you change your name?
Sucker right back in the eye, and you remember what old
You're now I am Foggy?
says at a time like that. Have you paid your dues, Jack? Yes, sir. The check is in the mail.
Yeah, I don't know, Soren. Like, no one's gonna buy Baby Jason. Like, so, if he's gonna want to make that money back, that's the reason he got the rights. Says have a Sam Raimi character. I don't know. So since they revealed Castle Kandar, the first DLC. So Castle Kandar Panzer is the first free DLC because they announced that DLC maps will not be charged because they did not want to split the player base. And it's an awesome move because that happens way too much in games where people on season passes or battle passes get the new maps and others don't. And then you have like this schism between the paying players and the non-paying players, and it sucks. So awesome to Saber. But yes, Castle Kandar is the first free DLC map to be added. And I do think I 100% think we're getting Sheila. Sheila is one of the 4 I think is a can't miss. The blacksmith I don't think we'll get. Pit Bitch is actually in the screenshots of the map, so I don't think she'll be like a killer, but I think she'll be a summonable demon. And I think we will get skins for AOD, Ash, Henry, and Arthur. I think that'll probably happen as well. Yeah, so they've said basically we don't want to charge you for maps. We will be adding maps from different things. Like, I guarantee you, the last DLC you get, mark my words right now, 11:17 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or 23:17 if you want to refer to it in military time. The last DLC, I guarantee, will be a huge Evil Dead Rise. It's what it's going to be. It's going to be a map. It's going to be characters. Probably a demon. We're going to get loaded on Evil Dead Rise. They're not going to be able to miss out on that cross promotion. And that's going to be a completely different setting because it's going to be in the city. So I think it's going to be really awesome. But mark my words now, I don't have any confirmation on it, but that is absolutely my theory, is that's how they're going to close the season pass out, by cross promotion with Evil Dead Rise. I'm looking forward to Evil Dead Rise. It can't be any worse than Evil Dead 2013, which sucked balls. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of 2013. I'm sure we're going to get characters from 2013, but I honestly don't care. I'm sure they're going to try to take advantage of the popularity of Jane Levy and bring back Mia. Personally, I think she was like the worst character in the movie, but she's the biggest star. I agree, Nathan. I agree. But what I think they should do is since Bruce is done, he's like, I can't do it anymore. I think they should look for someone to play Ashley K. Williams, because she is amazing and equally as entertaining as Ashley J. Williams. I love the comics. There's so many good characters in comics, both on the Kandarian demon side as well as the survivor side. There's a lot of great characters in Moist Meat. I am for that. Like, I am all in on characters from the comic books. The comic universe is vast. It's fantastic. There's a lot of crossovers. There's so many good stuff they did, and so many different versions of Bruce Campbell. Like, it was a Bruce fest. So, yeah, I would totally be for that. I mean, when Ashley and Ashley joined forces, like, Ash versus the Evil Dead wasn't a thing, Soren. So, like, I'm sure they could bring Ashley in to, like, replace Ash if they were going to do another, like, continuation. Like, I would love to see what happened to those characters. I think Brandy really started to find, like, the moment Brandy took off in the Delta from the cops, I think she kind of found her footing as a character. What game mode? Ooh. I would love to see a Horde mode. Horde mode, I think, would be really good for this game. I think that would be a lot of fun. How long do I think this game's lifespan will last? I think if they play their cards right, and so far they're coming out of the gate really well. I mean, I'm not saying the Xbox thing's not annoying, but, like, they're coming out of the game with a well-constructed love letter to the fans. They're hitting on all the right characters. They have a DLC season pass at a really good discounted rate with the deluxe edition. I think we could have it easily be, it could keep up with Dead by Daylight. It'd be, Dead by Daylight celebrating their 6th-year anniversary. So I think there's a lot of longevity in this game. Nikos, you're not wrong. It's terrible. It's an absolute shit movie. So here's the thing. This is my breakdown of Evil Dead 2013. The movie is 92 minutes long, and 27 of them is just Mia saying she wants heroin. Like, I don't care. And then you have another 45 minutes of, like, everyone getting infected, and then, like, a 7-minute battle at the end of the movie versus Dark Mia, and then some credits. The credits are the best part of the movie. Like, listening to the full Nobi tapes and then watching Ash say groovy at the end is the best part of the movie. Like, I could watch the credits. The credits are great. The rest of the movie is dog shit. Yes, Brandy had a lot she had that latent Hefe ability to her. Like, she kind of got in the groove. Like, and I get it. Like, here's the thing. A lot of people are like, Brandy sucks. Brandy took so long. She took forever to come around. Like, listen. Like, the first, 5 episodes of season 3 take place over, 72 hours. And she was just, she went from, cleaning graffiti off a locker to watching her almost getting eaten by Coogie, watching her best friend turn into a Deadite, getting killed by her then just found out father, who then watched her mom get decapitated and, get destroyed inside a casket. And then her grandfather, who she wasn't sure was dead, watched him get chopped up, even though it wasn't really Brock, but it was fake Brock. So she went through a lot in 72 hours. You just watch, Snuffle's like, I just watched 2013, old head. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. I get it. If you like 2013, I don't have anything against you. I think, what I think is a much better Evil Dead 4 than 2013? Drag Me to Hell. The unofficial Evil Dead 4. Drag Me to Hell is fantastic. It is such an underrated film. And I did a video on why I think we should have a Drag Me to Hell DLC as well. It is everything you want from an Evil Dead movie without Ash. That's the blueprint right there. Just go watch Drag Me to Hell. You 100% agree? All right. I would love to see Pablo get his own show, but I wouldn't want Pablo to get his own show without Kelly. Pablo and Kelly just have that wicked good chemistry. She was likable. I'd watch a spinoff. Really thought they'd... Yeah, okay. Will we ever see Ash say groovy in the game? Yes, he says it already. Yeah, Ash says groovy in the game. He says it in the freaking character spin wheel. You have not seen Drag Me to Hell? I highly recommend. So Drag Me to Hell is actually done by Sam Raimi. It was written, it was directed by him, and so Egg, I mean, I can so Egg, I can see where you're coming from. Like, if it weren't an Evil Dead movie, would I be as harsh on it? Probably not. Drag Me to Hell is fantastic. Sam has pretty much confirmed it's in the same universe as Evil Dead, because he was asked point blank, is this like in the same universe? He's like, well, I'm not saying it's not. I mean, at that point, you just said it is. And there's some really good characters. It's a really good show, or really good movie. It's got that same campiness and horror at the same time, which I really love about it. It's legendary. So the question is in that, Nico's like, could you do it for like an episode or like a couple of scenes to kill him off? Absolutely. Could you do it for a whole series? Not so much. Bruce just has so Bruce Campbell, to me, is in the same league as Jim Carrey for physical comedy. And it's such a lost art form that I think it would have to be, it would be really hard to have even someone else playing Ash with Ash's face. Ironically, I wasn't very impressed with Drag Me Hell. There was a lot of good moments, yes, but it didn't appeal to me. I was also disappointed the main character was sucked down. Don't tell the end! Don't tell the end! Come on! Snuffle, thank you for the sub. I appreciate that. Yeah, I've heard him say it. Army of Darkness Ash is usually the one who says. That's the one I've heard it from. Oh, Soren, boo. It's a Raimi horror film, and Raimi horror films are up here. Spoilers. Grrr. I mean, it's from 2013, so like, if you haven't seen Drag Me to Hell, I'm sorry, but yeah, I mean, it really is. I'll be honest. There is nothing more Evil Dead than the cemetery scene, Snuffle. So when you see it, you'll know. Yeah, because it was in the Twitch side. You didn't see it over there. It was on the Twitch side, so you're all good, Snuffle. I highly recommend watching. It's a lot of fun. I watch Drag Me to Hell like every couple of years. 2009 is actually the release of Drag. Oh, was it 2009? Sorry, I said 2013 because we were just talking about Evil Dead. Sorry about that. Yeah, that was my bad. Sorry, we were just talking about Evil Dead 2013, so that was on the brain. Yeah, it's 2009 for Drag Me to Hell. You're absolutely right. We've been talking about 2013 a bunch, so that's what got in my noodle. It crawled up in there. Came at me like a rabid rape tree. But yeah, Drag Me to Hell is a really good movie. If you're looking for like horror films, I think it's on Hulu right now. If you have that, Snuffle, I think they just put it on Hulu this month. I have the DVD, so yes, the DVD because that's when it came out. There wasn't Blu-ray then at that point, so I just watched it on DVD. Oh yeah, I'm on both. Old Head Gaming on everything. We're on Discord. Our Discord's in the chat. Yeah, we're on everything. I do it all. Evil Dead videos all day, every day. We're just running some chill vibe music in the background. I'm kind of jamming out.
If I'm gonna do this,
News team, assemble! Yeah, I'm talking to both chats at the same time.
News team, assemble!
I'm a pro streamer. Hold on, I'll tell you in a second, Moist Meat. We gotta let Ron Burgundy do his thing.
Assemble!
I think we're gonna get a second Ron too. Hey, Ron.
So.
Yeah, I have to get back on my TikTok. I'm so lazy on TikTok.
If I'm gonna do this,
News team, assemble! I've been so lazy on my TikTok. I gotta get back.
News team, assemble!
News team.
News team, assemble!
So, to answer your question, Moist Meat.
All right.
So for me, I kind of look at it like this. So when I'm playing killer, you're probably gonna see me playing Evil Ash.
What is this place?
Thank you for the sub, Snuffles. I appreciate that. Thank you for that Prime sub. Merchandising.
What's that? Merchandising.
I appreciate
I'll
that.
show
Thank you very much.
Open up this door.
Dink dink.
Come, walk this way. Take a look. We put the picture's name on every.
Yiddish Yoda, you know it. So for me, I actually kind of look at it this way. If you're seeing me playing killer, Spaceballs, I know, right? I definitely don't regret something. Well, I'm glad to hear that, Snuffles. So Moist Meat, if I'm playing killer, you're gonna see me probably playing as Evil Ash, and then if I want to change off and want to mix it up, I'll probably go to Eligos second. And then if I really just want to mix it up, I just didn't jive right away with Henrietta, but I'll probably play her too. So for me, I'm looking at survivors as 4-tiered. So like, who would be my leader, who would be my hunter, my warrior, and my support. My leader is Arthur. Arthur's my guy. Like, if I have a choice to get a chance to play Arthur, I'm going to play as Arthur. Then I would go with Henry the Red, just because I find him more fun to play than Ash. But Ash is really good too. My hunter would be Kelly Maxwell, and then my support is Pablo. Those would be the main ones. But I'll play a lot. I'll probably play everyone but Ed Getley. Ed Getley could suck it. Like, the only way I'm playing Ed Getley is if I've like maxed out every single character in the game, and then I'm like, all right, I guess I'll play Ed, because he's just terrible. You don't. Well, I'm glad you don't mind subbing, Snuffles. You know, get that dink dink. But yeah, those are the characters in that order I would probably play. So like, if I have an option, like if there's no, the Ed memes are hilarious. Thank you. Yeah, if I have my option, sorry, Panzer.
If I'm gonna do this, I'll need my
Mortal
news team at the
Kombat
side.
News Team assemble.
News team, assemble!
I know, Panzer.
News team, assemble!
So yeah, that's kind of why I did the same thing. Like, my plan is this. I stopped talking the official Discord. I'm over on the official Discord, but I'm just like, I'm stopped looking at it. We're just gonna hang out and we're gonna see what happens. And if Xbox is fixed, they said their goal was to try to get it fixed, because it's not on the Xbox side, it's on the Saber side. They're trying to get it fixed by launch of midnight. We'll see what happens. If it works, great. I will be playing the campaign. We're gonna find out, Mortal Kombat. We're gonna find out. It hasn't worked all day on Xbox for any time zone that's launched. And they were hoping to have it fixed for a launch in the US. So that's what the timer is here. Timer. For the US launch. So hopefully it works. And if it does, I will be going straight to the campaign, and we're not going to stop until we get Arthur. If it doesn't, then I'm going to take my ball and go home. Then we'll just be back at 9:30 tomorrow, and we will kick it from there. I'll be honest with you, I've never seen Rick and Morty, so I don't know, Soren. I know Pickle Rick. That's about it. I hope the Xbox issue gets fixed. I just got to the point where I stopped looking at the Discord, because it was just like, I don't know. I chose to buy it on Xbox because I had space on my Series X. I didn't think the game would be this small, or I would have put it on my PS5. That's fair. Absolutely. I get it, Snuffles. Yeah, I have a lot of friends who got it on PC, and they're just waiting for that redeem. They're like, let me do it now! I think he'd survive. It's possible. Love Anchorman. Favorite scene is the fight with Steve. Absolutely. That really got out of hand. Yeah, I love Anchorman. I can't help it. I actually love Will Ferrell in general. So like, I can get down with that.
Boy, that escalated quickly.
It really got out of hand.
It really got out of hand fast.
Thanks, Koki. Yeah. How big is it? It's like 12 gigs. It's tiny. It's like this little game. If I would have known it was so small, I would have... Like, my PlayStation 5 is almost maxed out all the time, and I'm sick of juggling games. So I was like, I have space in my Series X. I'll just throw it on there. For some reason, people don't release till 3 a.m. That's for West Coast. That's Pacific Standard Time, because it's supposed to be midnight releases. I would be tempted to play the campaign ASAP. However, I don't want to miss all the collectible things and Easter eggs and have the tendency to search around. That's fair. So for me, the campaign is a must go to because, like, some of the best characters in the game are locked behind the campaign wall. I mean, it's not a bad thing. It just you're going to be missing Arthur, who is the best character, Pablo, who's the best support character, Amanda, who's really solid, and then Ash versus Evil Dead Ash, who's just probably... So Ash versus Evil Dead Ash is kind of unique. Yeah, I know. You'll never need... Like, even after the season pass, it'll probably be just like 20 gigs. But Ash vs. Evil Dead Ash is so good and so meh at the same time. Like, it's so bad. He's like this jack of all trades character where he's really good with everyone, but he's not excelling in anything. I know. Yeah, I think, like I said, when I downloaded my Series X, it was like 12 gigs. So I was like, all right. It's 4.9 gigs on Xbox One. Like, this game is so small. Like, I was like, oh my God. I feel like it was just on like a Nintendo cartridge. I'm just gonna like, fixed. Let's play. Blow on that Nintendo cartridge. I mean, I'm not surprised that, oh, short. Yeah, it's small. Got it. I was gonna say, I wasn't surprised the campaign was small. I didn't expect it to be very long. But yeah, the game is tiny. Like, I would have probably bought it on PS5 if I would have known it was going to be so small. It's just like I said, I have so much storage issues on PS5 that it's really hard to get stuff for it if I can't plan for it. Like, that's one of the things I'm always doing. Like, something goes on PC, something goes on PS5, something goes on Xbox, and I kind of just move them around. Yep, they don't. That's true. Yeah, like, you get, it's like, welcome to Call of Duty 4 million. That'll be 95 gigs. Thank you very much. You're like, all right, thanks. Yeah. Yeah, Comic, you're right. I've heard some of them don't. You expected it to be over 150 gigabytes. I did not. Like, when I played the beta was like 3.5 gigs. I know. They actually contacted the Dark Ones. They're like, "Can you shrink this bitch down?" That's fair. Red Dead's a pretty big game. Red Dead is beefy. Yeah, they are like, listen, Dark Ones, we want to make this like convenient for all those people that are dealing with hard drive problems. Can you shrink this thing down? I mean, sometimes that happens. Sometimes you got to crack an egg to make an omelet, Panzer. You got to crack an egg. Oh gosh, you guys kill me. I'm gonna post the Discord just again because I'll keep posting it here. Then it is in the description, but sometimes just dropping in chat makes it easier for you guys to check it out. Check it out. Dark Geo. Oh, Mortal Kombat brought out Evil Geo. That's awesome. Mortal Kombat. It's still a shame we never got Ash in Mortal Kombat. That made me sad. I really thought that was going to happen. And then we got like Terminator. And we're all like, meh. Ash in Mortal Kombat would have been like the dream come true. But yeah, like I said, this is like a 30-minute ask me anything about anything you want. Like, you don't even have to keep it to Evil Dead if you don't want to. But I mean, I'm pretty knowledgeable in the Evil Dead universe. You've been summoned, Gio. Someone played your song. I mean, Terminator was fine. He just was kind of like, I would have much rather had Ash. I really would have. Like Freddy when he was in Mortal Kombat 9 was great. My clock's off? What do you mean my clock's off? Did it turn off? That's weird. I see it. It's right here. It should be right under the game. I mean, Ash is great with everything. Comment, what do you mean my clock's off? It looks, I mean, I'm looking at my YouTube channel. Seems like it's there. Yeah, it's showing on everything. It's showing right now 29 minutes and 40-some seconds. Whoops, my pillow had ridden up my back. I had to fix that. It was a little uncomfortables. But yeah, so hopefully in 29 minutes they have everything fixed. I trust me, I want to play. Oh, I know what you mean. Yeah, I have it set for midnight. Oh, really? Yeah. Oh, did get behind? Yeah, 19 minutes. You're right, guys. I don't know what. Oh, the subs messed it up. That's what happened. Yeah. So I'm actually using a ha 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 ha. I know what happened. So what happened is when Snuffles subbed, it affected the timer. Because it was actually a timer clock. That's what I'm using because I was lazy. Because I was kind of just put this together. I can just adjust that though. That's what it was. Yeah, when Snuffles did his sub, it added time to the timer. Because I'm really just playing pretend. What's going on, Google? Here we go. That'll fix it. Thanks. I appreciate that, comments. We'll fix that right now. We'll get that fixed up. We'll be good in just a second. I should have it fixed in just a moment. Yeah, so we've had a couple of subs on the Twitch side, and when those subs happened, it added time to the timer, and I didn't think about that because I didn't think about the fact I was actually running my marathon timer, like if I was doing like a subathon on Twitch, so that's what happened. Good catch, guys. Good catch. I appreciate that. Boom. Should be fixed now. Oh, you're good, Snuffles. You're fine. No, I just wasn't paying attention. That was my bad. All right. Have you ever played Call of Duty Zombies? Yes. I played lots of Call of Duty Zombies on lots of different games. Similarities between that? No, nothing at all. If we got a horde mode, it'd probably be more similar, Panzer, but it's more like Dead by Daylight if you could fight back. Is Evil Dead supposed to be 4.9 gigabytes? Yes. If you're on previous gen, it is 4.9 to 5 gigs. Yep. Oh, what have I done? You're fine, Snuffles. Big thank you. Dead by Dawn, Dead by Dawn, Dead by Dawn, Dead by Dawn. I noticed, I was like, huh? Maybe it showed 10 minutes behind. Nope. Yep, it's really 5 gigs. Yeah, so basically when I decided to do this launch show, the easiest way to get a timer on there was just to use my marathon timer. I forgot to turn off actual time additions though when someone actually subbed. And we had one from Snuffles and we had one right before that. So there was like 2 together and it just bumped up 5 minutes each, and that's what happened. Yeah, so that was just me being a lazy streamer and forgetting that I didn't turn off the additional time. But Comet is like a hawk and he's like, yo, dumbass, fix your shit. And I'm like, you got it, Comet. Man, I wish my Xbox fridge was here now. I could just reach in and grab another Dr. Pepper. That's right. I'm the guy that has an Xbox fridge coming because I'm that dude. Yeah. Yeah, COD's huge. I still have Vanguard on my PS5, and it's like 90-some gigs now. It's ridiculous. It's massive. Like, Battlefront 2, I had to take off my PlayStation 5 because it's now like 120 gigs. It's ridiculous. Now, I'm happy the game's small. But, I mean, I thought it would be bigger than it was. But, you know, I'm not complaining. Now, I'm sure over the years it'll add, you know, characters and maps and, you know, all the cosmetics. And we'll see it blowed up a bit. But I don't think it'll ever be bad. Like, I highly doubt it'll ever be, like, 30, 35 gigs max is my guess. But, I mean, then again, like a lot of ASIMs aren't bad. Friday the 13th was never terrible. Dead by Daylight's like 45 gigs after like 6 years. It's not bad. And I play a lot of ASIMs, so Predator was really small. It wasn't that small, but it was pretty small. I enjoy ASIMs. I enjoy hunting for people. I don't know what that says about me, but watch an update be 100 gigs. Well, if it is, I'm glad I have it on Xbox then, Mortal Kombat. I don't think it's going to be. I think we're going to get a day one patch of like 1.5 gigs. When it comes to in-game progression, it's similar. I find things that make the game more varied, unlike how deep. So, yeah, the in-game progression is really good because it's two-factored. So whatever character you're playing will receive XP for what they do in the game. And then you're also, like, right here, if you look in the corner of your screen, that's where your account is. You also get infernal points in your account, too, and you can dump them anywhere, just like you would for, like, Dead by Daylight blood points. So that'd be, like, your blood point bank. But you also level up the character, like, naturally, too, which is awesome. You got... Yeah, I mean, I won't be surprised if we get something tomorrow. I mean, that's pretty common. But I don't think it's going to be a lot. Personally, I think it'll probably be, like I said, if we get a day one patch, which wouldn't surprise me, I think it'll be, 1.5 gigs or less. I don't think it'll be huge, considering the game is, like, pretty small in most formats to start with. I wish I could say I have. I have been blessed with many years of good internet, so I haven't had to experience that in quite some time. So, but I do empathize. I mean, I played EverQuest on dial-up, so I know what it's like. Do you think this is a contender of being the best horror ASIM? DVD is really boring now, and I hate that big DVD streamers aren't even talking about it. I love the fact that big DVD streamers aren't talking about Evil Dead because it lets us build our own community, maybe. Or Zappy. Because here's the thing. There's certain big DVD content creators I love. I love Spooks. I love watching Spooks and Jukes all the time. His streams are fantastic. His videos are fire. But I'm glad they're just staying in their own game. Let us build our own community because DVD has gotten toxic as all get out. And we don't need that. We can start our own thing, our own corner of the internet. And I think it can easily come to be a very big rival, if not overtake Dead by Daylight. And they can just hang out over there. I'm cool with that. I can only get about 2 gigabytes an hour. Yeah, I think it'll be less than that if we get a day one patch. But I'm actually okay with that, Zappy, because, like, for me, I'm fine if DVD players stay with DVD. Like, I was a DVD player for years, but I mean, Evil Dead is my love. Like, that's why my whole channel is Evil Dead videos, I've been talking about the game for a long time now, and, it's just kind of what I do. Yep. Because here's the thing. I play Killer, and I can't tell you how many times I play Nice Killer. Like, that's actually the name of my video. And I can't tell you how many times where, like, I'll kill the 2 people because I cap myself at killing 2 people. I don't tunnel, I don't camp, and I max myself at 2 kills unless I'm going for, like, a trophy on a character. So, like, if I'm going for, like, an Adept trophy and I have to get, a Brutal 4, well, then I'll go for it. Or if I have a ritual or something. But for the most part, I play Nice Killer. Like, I don't tunnel, I don't camp, I cap myself at 2 sacrifices or Moris, and I let people escape all the time. Like, I open doors for people, I'm still surprised by how many times I get a message like, "You're a jerk, I can't believe you killed me." I'm like, what the hell? I thought I'd be That's true. I thought I'd point out recently the past month I watched all the movies and the show for the first time, and now it's one of my favorite things ever. I'm glad. I love when and here's the thing. One of my normal mods, Yokai, is the same thing. Like me, he's been my mod for forever, and my passion for Evil Dead kind of spilled over to him. He did the same thing and loves it. I hate DBD now. The game has went down through the years. I still play Killer sometimes. It's more fun. Killer is absolutely more fun. I played DBD for 5 years. It's time for something new, something groovy. I agree with you, Ice G. Do you think DBD would allow one of their killers? I don't know. What I think's really going to happen, and I actually did a video on this, I think Ash will get removed from Dead by Daylight. Pissing you off is something you should fear. As nice as you are a phenomenal killer. Yeah, I play a very good killer. Non-licensed killer, of course. Sage Sim, if anyone does, like, they have done crossovers with, like, other games. Like, Trapper got put into, For Honor. It's possible. But I think Dead by Daylight has an actual concern this time. Like, I feel like a lot of the games that have come out haven't. DVD graphics are horrible for Ash. They're terrible. And I have multiple skins for my Ash, too, because I'm that guy. His value stop outfit is just kind of sad. It's just not as good. I think Spirit would make a good Deadite. I can't argue with that, actually. Spirit would make a good Deadite. So would Hag. Both would be very good, actually. So would Plague, really. Like, all three of those girls would be amazing Deadites. But I think right now DVD is kind of worried. Like, they had the whole debacle in November when Stranger Things was removed. I think they have a very legitimate concern that both Ash and Leatherface will get removed. So I think there's a very good possibility that as they're adding characters, they're going to lose some, which is why you've seen them doing a lot more original stuff lately. There hasn't really been, other than Sadako, like since Hellraiser came out, there hadn't been any of like any real crossovers. Although I'm hearing they're going to go back to the Resident Evil well again. Evil Dead, so much content to pull from, like so much content. If the devs could get the license for if the devs go into the comic world, Zappy, it's content for days. Content for days. I wonder if the upcoming Quarry game is going to have a killer to be. So Quarry is going to play like exactly like shoot, what's the name of that game? I'm blanking. Shoot. Crap. Well, I can't think of it. Until Dawn. I just thought of it. It just eluded me for a second there. It's going to play like Until Dawn. You're going to play the Survivors. I bought the ugly sweater for Ash, and then they put the Ash character on sale to these. Yes, that's the worst. I don't really believe DBD should cross over with. I don't think they're going to. I think DBD is going to kind of stay in their own universe. Basically, Until Dawn, you bounced around from character to character. Your choices made decisions of whether people lived or died, and you played as all the survivors. You never played as the killer, and I think Quarry will probably work the same way. It was like it's a walking sim basically, but like you had interactions, you had QTE scenes, but you kind of just more were focused on the decisions you made. And I don't think Quarry is going to be any different. I honestly believe that Dead by Daylight has a lot to worry about right now because, and I don't think it's just because of Evil Dead. I think the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game is going to take a chunk out of it too. Bubba's still one of the most popular killers for them to sell, so we'll see. Someone like Jason would be far better for that. Jason, yeah, I still think Jason ends up in the Evil Dead universe. I still believe it until I hear like a definitive no. I'm gonna die on that hill. Like I just planted my flag. I'm like, old head was here. So, but I still believe it. Yeah, Until Dawn is a PlayStation exclusive. Well, if you haven't seen it, Soren, I play Until Dawn every October. I do it over 2 days. Last year we did a clean run. We went for all survivors. And we got it. I got it. We did all survivors. But yeah, I think DBD has a lot to worry about, but I think DBD has a chance to do okay. Like, I think there's more than enough room for Dead by Daylight, Evil Dead, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Like, there's some really weird ASIMs coming out. I don't know about that. Bubba would be a very bulky Deadite. I don't think Bubba's coming to this game. He's going his own. Yeah, I agree with you, Snuffles. I loved Until Dawn. I've played it through it 3 times. Only reason DBD still has a fan base is there's nothing else really in the horror genre. Once Texas Chainsaw and Evil Dead comes out, behaviors should be worried because they've been putting out a shit product for like 2 years. I still play it. I still buy stuff, but like every time I've gotten down to just playing it on Sunday nights. Like that's what I used to do, was just play. We called it Sloth by Daylight, and I played it on Sunday nights. 30 seconds ahead. Oh no, Toasty Chips, you got me by 30 seconds. Well, we did have to reset it, so that might have been the problem. I was like to the second on the first time I set the clock. And then so hopefully once it hits 0, I will turn on my PlayStation, or sorry, my Xbox. I'll turn my Xbox on and we'll see if it's working or not. And then we'll do one of two things. We'll either go all in on that campaign or we'll reconvene tomorrow, Deadites, because that's what Ghostbeaters do. Am I right? Am I right? Am I right? Am I right? Ghostbeaters never give up. Except when their Xbox won't let them play. Then they kind of give up. 3 minutes and change. We're so close. We're crawling forward. And this has been so much fun, guys. I'm glad everyone came to hang out. I love seeing everyone that's been in the videos and the comments. Just keep it coming. We aren't stopping. Daily Evil Dead videos are just getting started. I'm going to have playthrough guides. I'm going to have character builds. I'm here for you guys, so I appreciate it. That's true. You can bot in Evil Dead. You can play by yourself as much as you want. You won't get any XP, but you can play by yourself all you want. And you can play by yourself to any degree. So, like, for example, if you have, say, for example, it was Little Man. Tell Little Twisted I said hi. Little Twisted's my boy. So, say, for example, Ice Chi, Sage, and I were playing, and it was just the 3 of us, and we didn't want to get another person in to survive, and we didn't want to find a human killer. We could just play with the 3 of us. Like, we could just bot it up and set up private matches that way. That's a really cool thing that they did in this game. JS Horror, what's going on? And like I said, guys, don't forget to join the Discord, stay part of the community, hit that subscribe button on the YouTube. It really does help. And of course, have some fun. We are a minute and a half away. And we are going to have an awesome time. I hope we can go live. That's going to depend on the gaming gods. Maybe the dark ones can help us get out of purgatory, the Deadlands. Little Twisted, what's going on? We love Little Twisted in this channel. So from what I've been told, the ghost is the killer. Evil Geo. Evil Geo has been summoned. I'm sorry, Nebbits. Well, hopefully we're getting it. Is it possible to play the Demon solo? Yes, you can. You can totally play a private match by yourself as a Kandarian demon. Yes, pretty much, Soren. That's exactly what it is. It's from what I gathered when I watched Greg Miller's video. The ghost is the killer. The killer. I think there's a high probability we get Brandy. Yes, I think she's not in in what I believe is absolutely going to happen. She's in like that next tier where I think like that next tier is like Brandy, Coogie as a demon, Chet Kaminsky. Like those are like the next tier. I think, in my opinion, I subbed and joined your Discord, old head. Hope to play some matches with the future. Absolutely. Go boot up that PS5. Let's get rolling. Let's see what happens. I'm a little nervous, so we're going to give it a minute to go in there. I think it's pretty fun. Evil Dead and Texas Chainsaw could do a crossover. I think that would be a great idea. We'll see. Texas Chainsaw is being. I think Chet Kaminsky's. I mean, I love Chet because he's my partner in crime. I love Chet. Ted Raimi is just my boy. I love Ted Raimi so much. I think Texas Chainsaw is gonna be a lot of fun. We will probably end up getting that and playing some on the channel as well because I love Friday the 13th, and it's made by the same people that made Friday the 13th. Except this time they don't have to worry about the license getting pulled out from under. All right, so it's midnight. Let's see what's going down. Should we hop over to my actual game channel? Let's see if we can see if it's working. I'm going to boot up my Xbox. We're going to hop over and see what happens. And that's going to dictate what's the rest of the night. So give me just a second here to open my capture card. But it's been an awesome hour and a half chilling with everyone. I love you guys all no matter how this works out. All right. We're going to go to my live stream. All right, there we go. There's my Xbox. Say hello, old head Xbox. And here we go. No, denied. What's the Microsoft Store saying? It's saying you own this, but it's saying it's not released yet. Yeah. Yeah, Jesse. We're in Xbox land. So I'm probably going to hang on for a couple minutes and just hang out with you guys. I'll restart it. We'll restart the Xbox. I'll give it a whirl. Do it. So this has been a concern when we started the stream that this could happen. Cuz Xbox hasn't worked all day in any time zone because when they switched it, somehow there's been a problem with getting it unswitched. And that is the problem that we're having right now. So, I'm not surprised. Yeah, create pink fucks. That would be a little overpowered. We can't have Chet creating pink fucks because then people could just endlessly level up. There's the Xbox. I don't boot my Old Head Gaming. Welcome back, Old Head. Thank you. That's so sweet. My Xbox is so polite. Boy, here we go. Nope. So, we're just going to hang out for a little bit more because you guys seem to be having fun. For those of you who didn't get a chance to go and play now, we'll switch it back over to my full screen. We'll go back to the Evil Dead one. Let's go there. I'll turn off the clock, though, because now we're minus time. They're like, you're minus time. All right, we'll turn that off. Sorry, guys. I would have loved to play with everyone tonight, but it is what it is. If you guys want to hang out for a little bit more, I'm fine. Just chilling for another, 20 or 30 minutes, just talking about answering any questions, especially for those Xbox people who end up in the same boat as I am. What was that cursed demon time? That was negative time on the clock. That's like reset your shit. I know. I'm sorry, Jesse. Well, at least hopefully you had fun. Did you enjoy hanging out in the chat at least? Hopefully that was good at least. And like I said, for those of you who are looking to understand any aspect of the game, I have a video probably for anything. And if there's something you want me to do a video on, just tell me. I have absolutely no problem constructing a video. I'm probably going to do some thoughts and reaction video for Saturday. We are going to talk about the blast we had tonight, but how the disappointment of the Xbox community. And I kind of felt like this was probably coming, unfortunately. It sucks. It sucks. No one could play on the Xbox side today. I was hoping they were going to hit their goal of getting it fixed by midnight. Does it ruin my feelings for Evil Dead? No, not a. So here's what happened, Moose. Basically everything was fine with the clock for midnight when Saber changed it that the release was 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. For some reason, when they decided to change it back last night, it comes out at 11 now. Oh gosh, when they changed it, they can't change it back for something. Something is not working to unlock the game. So basically what's happening now is the Xbox people in every time zone, including Eastern Standard Time now, have not been able to play. So that's kind of the oops that is going on right now. And as far as I know, they are the only group of people that can't play at this point are the Xbox people. PlayStation 4, 5, and Epic seem to be fine. So it is what it is. Yeah, it's not you guys. It's not you. It's there. This problem's been known all day. It was first discovered when no one could sign in New Zealand and no one could sign in Australia, and then all the people that moved to New Zealand on Xbox couldn't sign in, and then it just kept repeating itself. And that, yeah. So that's kind of what's happened now, guys. So we got it to the point where. Wait, you're on a PlayStation 5 and you can't play? The PlayStation's been working in time zones. That's weird. Yeah, it's been known. Well, hopefully everyone's been having fun tonight. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do that. It really does help. We are making a partner push and give me more opportunity to do more things for you guys on the Evil Dead community. Join the Discord. We have a great Evil Dead community over there, multiple channels, a bunch of awesome people. This has been a fun night. I had a blast with you guys for this last hour and 40 minutes, regardless of the outcome. It's kind of like staying up for Christmas. Oh, if you're in California, it shouldn't work yet because you shouldn't be live for like another 3 hours. So it's supposed to be midnight local patient for PlayStation. So it's 9 p.m. for you right now. So you shouldn't be live anyway. So when it says 10 a.m. on Xbox, because, yeah, Santi, that's what they changed it to, and they haven't been able to fix it. So that's one of the problems they're having right now is getting it unscrewed. So when they moved it on Tuesday, when they changed it to this, universal, it's not midnight in California? I thought it was midnight local time for everyone. I'm on PlayStation and it's no for me. Where are you at, Sage? What time zone are you in? Yeah, it comes out at midnight. You got to be there Friday the 13th. So if you're in California, you're not in Friday the 13th yet. Us East Coast people are. 12:01 and you still can't play. Kami, you're on Xbox, right? Yeah, it's not midnight in California. Yeah, it's 9 right now because they're 3 hours behind. Yeah, so it's supposed to be. So here's the story. Originally, the game. No! You can't redeem it? Yeah, you got the hours. So originally what happened was it was supposed to be midnight local for everyone, which means the New Zealand time zone kicks it off because they're 16 hours ahead of Eastern Standard Time. And then it just goes 12, 12, 12, 12, 12. And that's usually how games release. It's called a rolling 12. And what happens is usually on rolling 12s, every time zone hits 12 o'clock, the game unlocks. 12 o'clock, the game unlocks. 12 o'clock, the game unlocks, so on and so forth. So all of a sudden they decided it was called a global lock launch, which is you set one time and no matter where it is in the world, you line it up. So like for example, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on the 13th is the same as same launch as a 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, or a 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock Central Time, so on and so forth. So that's kind of how it works when there's a global lock launch. So what happened was they set it up to be a global lock launch, and then they changed their mind last night around 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock, back to a midnight rolling. And when they did that, shit has been a little broken on a lot of things. I know some people on PC can't redeem yet. So Stardust, don't worry. I think a lot of people are having that problem still. I hope everyone is having a groovy night. I think we had a lot of fun here regardless. Like, I think I had a blast hanging out with you guys. But so when Saber changed it back last night to a 12 rolling launch, it's been all over the place. I think PlayStation is the only thing that's been solid. I agree. I think this has been a lot of fun. You know, if there's going to be a group of people that I'm hanging out with and I can't play Evil Dead, but I could talk Evil Dead, it's you guys. It's you guys all in chat. I don't even care what chat you're in. Whether you're in whether you're in YouTube or you're in Twitch land, you guys are freaking awesome. So it doesn't matter to me what universe I'm streaming to. I love talking to both sides. And I think we're doing a really good job here. I think we're growing together as a community. I love you guys all. You guys are so great with your comments, your insight, and your feedback and videos. It's really come a long way and helped me grow as a content creator for you guys. Please do a video on the code system. You explained it, but still doesn't make much sense. It's easier to understand with visuals. What do you mean the code system? Like redeeming codes? So it's supposed to go live at 12 a.m. 12:01 a.m. your time. Oh, crossplay codes? So once you get in the game, there is a section where you turn on the game, or it's called crossplay. And it's going to have your individual crossplay code with it when you turn it on. So that would be like seeing Old Head Gaming, which is my Xbox ID, for people across. Absolutely, patient. No problem. That's what I'm here for. Did they get Xbox down to 4? That's good. They're making progress. I mean, we were hoping it was going to be tonight, but, you know, it is what it is. I know Xbox has not worked all day, so I know they're working hard on that because there's a lot of people that have missed like an entire day of gaming. Yeah, I mean that's what my channel's for. Anything I can do to inform you on Evil Dead, just make you think about Evil Dead. That's what I do. That's kind of how I roll. So it's been a lot of fun. I've enjoyed it. It's 12:01, but I had to reset the console. Had an Xbox update. Ooh, sub to you. I appreciate it, patient. Thanks, mate. You guys are awesome. It's been a lot of fun. Oh, thank you guys. I appreciate the subs. Like I said, we're making that partner push to help out. Yeah, New Zealand. So Xbox hasn't worked at all today. the little X. Yeah. So I'll do another rundown. So basically, what happened is when they changed it back from being a lock. So Xbox hasn't worked at all in any time zone today. So if you're trying to unlock on Xbox, sorry, I just looked it up. They still haven't fixed it on the official Discord. They said they're getting close. So maybe sometime in the middle of the night it goes live because they are busting their asses to get that done. They were hoping to have it fixed by 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that way US wasn't affected as well. But, yeah, Xbox hasn't worked at all in any time zone yet. So this is just another one that's missed launch. Right now it's showing 10 a.m. for me. So we'll see if they get that unstuck, or we're just going to have to wait some more. I have got nothing. Yeah, I went to New Zealand today. I had a visit. So apparently people are saying that the codes, the redeem it button hasn't been working because I think they're suffering the same problem that that Xbox is when they change the times around, things are kind of screwy. So I don't think there's anything wrong with your codes, Stardust. You know, I hate to say that, Soko, but, you know, sometimes launches are a little bit of always an experiment. But the beta went really well. The game is really solidly built. So once we can all get in, I think we're going to have a blast. It's not working on PS5? Oof. Yeah. Well, JJ, I wish I could tell you. It should have been working right now for PlayStation because PlayStation has done pretty well today. So I think the biggest mistake they made was the flip-flopping. Like, when they had it as 12 rolling from the get-go, they should have just left it like that. When they moved it to that lock time and now they can't seem to unlock it, that's the problem. So, Yeah, sometimes those things happen. I'm hoping it goes live for everyone soon, though. Well, so this is... I don't think it's like that. But this is... I mean, I get why people are disappointed. I think when, you know... I don't think it's Cyberpunk at all. Cyberpunk was just so bad. Like, I think when the game gets unlocked, everyone's going to have a really good time. Because I played the beta, and it was pretty flawless on the beta. So I don't think it's going to be Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk was an absolute nightmare. And it was for a long time. Oh, Witcher 3's launch was terrible. Witcher 3 wasn't good for 6 months. I don't think it's going to be like that either. So if anyone's worried, I don't think it's going to be a CD Projekt Red launch. I just think we're having some server connection issues, and I think they made the poor choice of flipping around times, and now they can't seem to undo the code, which sucks because like people are ready to play. Like we had a great party rolling, and you know it is what it is. So hopefully, you know, people get to hop in soon and have a good night. Like, I would have loved to have done a campaign for you guys tonight. That was my plan, was to hop into the campaign at midnight, and we were going to unlock all 4 of the characters, but can't really do that right now. So when I played Cyberpunk, I didn't have a ton of problems on my Series X, but there was times I was like, oof, that is some wonky shit. But there was a lot wrong with that game, and I don't think the launch is going to be anything like that. But I do think there is a very real possibility that we might not be on for another 10 hours. It's just going to depend if they can fix it or not. I won't. I have no idea. I know they're diligently working on getting the unlocks on there, so we'll see. I hope for most people's sakes they do, because a lot of people are trying to redeem their codes. A lot of people just want to activate their their digital content. Is it possible to play a demon versus 4 AI survivors? Absolutely, you can. You can play as a demon versus 4 bots. Now, here's the only thing. When you play private matches, which is what you're doing when you're playing against AI, you will not receive any XP, but you will get practice in. So, yes, you can absolutely do that. So, that is something you have the option to do. We couldn't do that in the beta, though. What about new characters that we may see soon? It's the demon AI. It's the ghost of the machine. So it says 10 a.m. Xbox, or is it 12 a.m., which it is now. So here's the problem. Here, let me answer the questions. So to answer, that's great. The ghost of the machine. Mason Art. So it's supposed to be midnight, but Xbox hasn't worked on any time zone. So they're working on it now. So Xbox is not live on any time zone in the world right now. They have not had a single Xbox player get a chance to play, which is ironic because we had both the betas. Donnie, who do I think we're going to see first? Will you be uploading regular videos of the game showing Easter eggs? Sage, if you see my channel, you know I upload every day. So we'll be getting lots of Evil Dead videos. I mean, obviously, I have to be able to play the game first before I can do gameplay videos. But I did give you really cool character feature videos today, so all 7 classes are there. Donnie, Dooney Lewis. About what do you think the characters? So I think what I think we're gonna get is I think we're probably gonna see like 2 survivors and a killer, which each one. And I would not be surprised if the first thing we see is 2013. As much as I don't want it to be, I think 2013 is probably going to be the first or the second DLC pack. And I think the other DLC pack is going to be weird. Here's what I think we're going to get for the first DLC pack. If it's not 2013, I think we're going to get a double Ruby pack where you get Ruby Survivor, Ruby as a killer, and I think you get either Brandy or Chet as the survivor. But yeah, I'll be uploading regular Easter egg. I'll be uploading regular videos every day. I don't know. I know that people were mentioning, because I hopped over real quick to take a look at the Discord, and people weren't being able to redeem their Epic codes either. So both of them are just not working. So I would love to say Stardust. I know a time, but it's definitely no later than 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Could be before. And that could be the case. Like right now, that's kind of where in this, I don't really have any better information because. So what I did before I went live is all day I've been kind of watching the official Discord and keeping track of everything. And at 9:37 is when I actually started setting everything up for this overlay. Like I just did this overlay on the fly for the actual stream. And that's the last time I looked. And then we just kind of went into midnight and saw what happened. We're just like, fingers crossed. Mia would be good on the game. I mean, I'm sure they want Mia. Like, Jane Levy is a great actress. She's super popular. I'm sure they'll want her. She's the most boring character in the entire movie. I mean, I think Brandy's a guarantee. Like I said before, I think the 4 guarantees are Ruby, Sheila from Army of Darkness, Bale the Demon, and Dalton. I think those 4 are slam dunks just due to their ridiculous popularity. And then I think like there's a step down, and I think Coogie the Demon and Brandy and Chet are like right behind them. I want to be someone's drunk driving angel. Blood Rain would be great. They could just recast Jane Levy as a Femash from the comics. Ew, no. Ew. Dude, Soren, don't say such blasphemous bullshit. That's terrible. They are resolving the issues. Oh, really? What do you know, Nebbits? I haven't gone to the Discord since 12 when they were like, shit's still broken. What do we know? What do we know? Give me the news. Give me the deets. I've been too busy talking to everyone about stuff and junk. I haven't hopped over to the official Discord again. I know the last time I looked, the last time I saw an update on Xbox was at 9:37 p.m. And they were like, we are trying to get it done by midnight. That was the goal. Because no one from Xbox has been on yet. And so they're trying to. Oh, they're aware of the problem. They've been aware of the problem since 16 hours ago. Yeah, it's the Xbox. It hasn't worked for any Xbox at all on any country. So they've been working on it. They were hoping to get it done by midnight, but yeah. So Xbox hasn't worked at all today. RIP Xbox.
Nobody makes me bleed my own blood. Nobody.
Nobody makes me bleed my own butt. Michelle. That was weird.
Well, at least that wasn't weird.
Yeah.
Nobody makes me bleed my own blood. But yeah, so. Well, the beta was only Xbox. Like, no one else got one. Twisted Unity! Yeah, so we're just kind of hanging out and vibing. I honestly don't know when it's going to get fixed. I hope. My cousin is downloading Evil Dead the game right now. Awesome! I got none on PlayStation. Well, first of all, you can download the patch in the game. It just will it go live. We're kind of in this limbo. Like, I want you guys, like, I even want the PlayStation and Epic people to be playing. Like, I want you guys to like be like, peace out, old head. I don't need you anymore. You've been fun for entertaining me for 2 hours, but I got gaming to do. Like, I want that for you guys. Just because I can't doesn't mean I don't want you guys to be playing too. I think this is going to be very fun for a lot of people tomorrow. I mean, I can say it now. Happy Evil Dead Day. Happy Evil Dead Day. Like, we're there now. It's just... Do I think the game will have replayability? Will people be playing this in 6 months? Yes. Yes, I do. I think this game has huge longevity. If people are still playing Dead by Daylight, this game is so much more fun than Dead by Daylight. And I think we're going to be getting side missions. We know we're going to be getting more campaign, more DLC characters, everyone's getting free maps. So, like, we know there's stuff coming. I think this game has a lot of longevity. I firmly believe that this game will, at some point, I'm not saying it will be as big as Dead by Daylight, but it will be big enough that it's an ASIM that actually can go toe-to-toe with it. I mean, hell, there's still people playing Friday the 13th, and that game hasn't had a fucking update since November 11th of 2020. They just left the servers up. They're like, you ain't getting shit no more, but feel free to hang out. I had a friend playing it the other night on Twitch. I was like, dude, this is wild. I want to watch you play some Friday the 13th. I haven't played this game in years. But I honestly think that it's definitely a game that once we get over this initial little bump, which I think in the long run no one's really going to remember, but we're all going to be like, do you remember that time we couldn't play? We just hung out at Old Heads? But it's kind of where we're at. But I'm glad you guys are hanging out with me nonetheless. I'm sorry you can't play. I mean, I can't play either, but I do think this game is going to be huge, and I do think it's going to really cement itself in the ASIM market. And I think people are going to be very happy with what they have in mind. I guess I don't need my capture card up anymore. We're going to close that. But, yeah, guys, I wish I had better news. I wish I could tell you something better. How's it going, Swag? How are you doing, buddy? Hola. Yeah, so I wish we could say something like, so actually, yeah, so people have modded the hell out of Friday the 13th and have actually spent the time to complete the game. Like they did, like people have made all the DLC that was supposed to come out when the game was shut down. It's funny. I saw someone streaming it earlier today on Xbox. Yes, Santi, like people still play it. Like if you go to Twitch, there's usually like 100 people watching Friday the 13th at any given time. Let's take a look. Give me a second. Let me hop over to my Twitch. And I'm gonna type in Friday the 13th. There's probably more people playing it right now because they can't get into Evil Dead. Friday the 13th, the game. All right, we have 333 viewers right now. It is probably, like I said, higher though because of the fact that no one can get into Evil Dead. How long have I been doing YouTube? So I've been doing YouTube pretty soon. Like I really got back into it in October. I mean, Swag, that's never a bad time. All the movies are really good. Did you watch Drag Me to Hell though? The unofficial Evil Dead 4. Yeah, Mason, I've been doing YouTube again. Like I did it a while ago and a lot of my stuff was sucky and terrible. And so I stopped for like a year and I came back in like October. And now I've kind of got back into a habit of like making daily videos. So for since I got really into Evil Dead coverage and content, I've been pretty steady for the last 3 months. So we're just a small little channel. We're growing. We're making a great community. We're just small. But yeah, it's been awesome. I enjoy it. Also, I saw YouTube live earlier with Pixels. He was playing Evil Dead the game on Xbox. Was Pixels on Xbox? I thought Pixels is on PC. I mean, he did play the beta, so he is on Xbox, but it hasn't really been working anywhere. I'm gonna go play DVD until this goes live. So as far as I can hear, Epic is having problems. Yeah, I know Pixels was live earlier today, but I know some people have been having a lot of problems. I don't think Xbox has been live on anything. We can redeem Savant. So it was supposed to be at 12:01. Now it's kind of like sometime before 10. Like they're having issues. Yeah, I saw Pixels earlier today. Pixels does good work. I like Pixels stuff. He makes solid contact. Nighthawk, the game is not launching. It's 12:30. I wonder what this. So first of all, they did mean local time, and second of all, depending on what you're on, Nighthawk, there might be a problem. So it just depends. Like they really screwed the only mistake they made was this whole. It's launching at 12. Everyone's fine. Then they switched to global lock, Everyone's launching at the exact same time. And then they're like, no. We're going to go back to rolling 12s. And when they try to go back to rolling 12s, that's where the problems come in. I played until 2 a.m. in the morning. I'm in the UK. Awesome. I'm jealous. Like, I haven't played since the beta, and I'm jonesing. Order Divine Warrior. How are you doing? Kasab. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Moose Goose. For me, when I go to play the game, it says page not found. Yeah, no problem, Nighthawk. And like I said, guys, if you're looking for people to play with, hop into the Discord. Hit that sub bell. Give this video a like. We need all the help we get as we're making that push to partner so I can do more for you guys as a community. And we'll be giving a copy away from Saber this weekend on PC. Pink Fox. Yeah, Pink Fox. But yeah, we'll be giving a copy away in the Discord, so hop in there if you want a chance to win. I'm glad to hear it, Order. Well, I appreciate that, Santi. I'm glad that people find my vibe good. I'm ready to play story mode. Me too. All the developers are at home in their beds again and 10 a.m. And I don't know. They're still talking. The developers actually are on the official Discord. They're all like, we're working our ass off. So I don't think they're sleeping. I think they're frantically running around with their hair on fire. This is an all hands on deck situation, but we might not get back until 10. Do you think Chainsaw Hand is a thing that could actually work, or is it entirely fake? Entirely fake. Entirely fake. Not until like the future, but I don't think that's what they're going to work on the future is Chainsaw Hand. I am at Eastern Standard Time, so it's 12:31 here. We're on Friday the 13th. Should I get the game, Jordan? Absolutely. You might not be able to play for a little bit, but it's a lot of fun. Do you think bonus skins will come with the game for Switch since the port and pre-orders were not available? That's an interesting question. I wish I could tell you, Jordan, how the things are going to work with the Switch. Where they've been kind of like non-committal on it. I know it's coming. Like they said, it's still coming, but what they're going to do, my guess is what's going to happen is you're going to have a short pre-order window. And that's kind of what happened with other Switch games too. So I think that's probably the path they'll go. It's a shame. It would have been so fun and handy, but intended. I get it. Yeah, the franchise seems to be cursed, to be honest. I feel like something like this would happen. Yeah, So, like, I feel like when we're doing... So, apparently, my community on... I guess my last DVD stream was... Oh, gosh, when was it? Tuesday night? Had me commit to doing a 6-month anniversary, and I will cosplay as Ash. And we'll be laughing about this night. Yeah, ED always seems to end in threes. Yep. So, I think we're gonna have a good run once we get over this initial hump. But Jordan Edwards, thank you for joining the chat. Jordan Marker, also thank you for joining the chat. And like I said, they threw the servers in the fire. They're like, all right, we're done. See you in the morning. And I'm gonna post I'll keep posting the Discord. It is in the description for those who want to join. We have a great community and people to play with. It's 5:30 in the morning right now in the UK, and I'm gonna go see if I can get back on and play. Well, I hope you can. I'm out. Another great stream. Well, at least you got here in time, Comment. I know you came to the last stream like I was like getting out. You're like, no, I missed it. So I'm glad you came back and we could all hang out tonight. And thank you, Santi, for the compliment. I'm glad that you dig the vibes of my videos. I try to be a pretty positive dude, and I try to bring that fire. I'm going to bed. Talk to you tomorrow. You know what? I think that's the thing. Do you think Scarlet Witch could possibly be Demon DLC? I think she's way too powerful, to be honest. So I feel like it's a cross between both of those Jordan Edwards. Wow. So if it's okay, guys, I'm gonna call Jordan Marker just Marker and Jordan Edwards for the time being, just so you know which one I'm talking to. So Jordan Marker, I think she's too powerful. I think she kind of breaks the entire universe. Like she makes Ruby look like like she's this big. I I think there's other characters they could do, and even when they did Ash versus the Marvel Zombies, they kind of kept Scarlet Witch out of it because she is kind of OP. Jordan Edwards, I love Friday the 13th, and I love DBD. I was wondering how close it was to something like that. So, what do you play, Killer or Survivor, Jordan? What do you go? Were you Jason? Were you did you work for the entity, or you were Survivor, or did you go back and forth? If you're playing the Killer, I feel like you get more options, and it's interesting to go through phases. So you have a lot more going on. There's a much more macro and micro component to playing Killer. Will Ash get a Doctor Strange? That'd be interesting. As a Survivor, it's completely different. You can do more as a Survivor than even, like, you could do more in Friday the 13th. Like, this time you can bring the heat. Okay, so if you're a Killer, I think you're going to love it. Survivors is a great adjustment. I loved playing Killer. I'm a Killer main. I played Jason. I played Predator. I played DBD. I'm always a Killer. So I love playing Killer in Evil Dead the game. It's absolutely phenomenal. So if you're not familiar with how Killer works, I'm gonna drop how is a $10 skin pack? Are they worth it? I haven't seen all of them yet, but I can tell you the Henrietta pack is awesome. Oh, those firefighters are amazing. So Mason, if you think you're going to be playing this game, get the $60 digital deluxe version, because the season pass has been announced to be $40. So you're getting it for half off if you buy it up front. I think the $10 skin pack is going to be worth it. I've seen some of them. I haven't seen all of them yet. I was going to look at that really, Juris, I was going to go look at that right away, but I can't get into the game, so I can't see all the skins, but I'll probably buy it because the community's already made a dono for me to go buy skins, and that's what I do anyway. I just did a video on skins. I've done and here, let me post this video for you, Jordan. Oh yeah, that's fair. Evil Ash, Necromancers are a lot of fun. Give me a second here. Evil Ash is so OP. Let me go to my channel. I need videos. This is the one I want, the Kandarian Demon video. There we go. Just need a copy of the link. Here we go. This is a video that's definitely worth checking out if you haven't watched it. Give me a second here. Got to see who's what. Who plays Killer? Whoever plays Killer. I'm sorry, this chat's a little fast. Here's my Kandarian Demon video. You can just hop right over there and check that one out. So from what I heard, they have an initial 3-year plan. So I think that sets a lot of. So they've called it already Season Pass 1. They're already talking about not splitting the community by giving free DLC maps. They're in it. Oh, yeah, I think they're definitely in it. I think this game has a lot of longevity. I mean, let's be honest, this weekend is the 6-year anniversary of Dead by Daylight. So I think they could easily go for years and years on this game. And the universe is really large. And if they dip into the comics, it's massive. And that's not even including, I've done videos that people have requested for crossovers. And I think a lot of them would make a lot of sense. But I do think this game has a lot of longevity possible. Do you like the movies or the show more? Ooh. That's a tough one, Oreo. I love them both for different reasons. The DVD Deads did this. Yep, it was all them. I'm going to go with the movies because Army of Darkness is like one of my all-time favorite films. And so is Evil Dead 2, but it's like really, really close. I will love if they have the 3 witches. Well, you do get so they have the dark ones. You have to fight the dark ones at the end of the map as a survivor. I think the game has a lot of Season Passes characters. Yeah, all maps are free. So I actually have a video on my channel, Doc Juris, of the first map. It's going to be Castle Kandar. I broke down all the pictures, blew them up so you could see them better. So they don't want to divide the player base, which I am all for. Like, that's really awesome, because there's so many times I've played games where the player base gets divided by the paying customers versus the non-paying customers. So then if you're a paying player and you want to play with your friends who don't want to pick up the season pass, you can't play the new maps. So the maps are going to be free. So then like the season pass is going to be for Demons and Survivor DLC. What is the single player thing of the game? So you have a small single player campaign, and that you're going to work through that to unlock 4 characters: Lord Arthur, Ash versus Evil Dead Ash, Amanda Fisher, and Pablo Simon Bolivar need to be unlocked in the campaign. You can unlock other skins and stuff in the campaign as well, and they lead to side missions where you can unlock other things, and that's what the single player component is. But yeah, there's going to be more. I think they said in an interview they want to do something diving into the comic materials too, since they are making this a multiverse game. That's a good idea. So yeah, they just needed to. So the problem with the comic books now is 4 different people have different pieces of it. So Dark Horse has part of it, Dynamite has part of it, Image has part of it, and so does Marvel. So they're trying to work out like this giant contract. You can add bots to a single player. So you can play, so the single player campaign, you play as a specific character in each of the missions. You can play against bots in single player online mode. So like, it's basically the same as the ASIM match you would play if you were playing with 4 people versus a human killer. But you can play versus bots, whether you want to play demon versus bot, survivors, or you're a survivor and everyone else is a bot. Like you can switch those private matches however you want. We couldn't play that in the beta. It was grayed out, but we know it was there. Like, you could see it, you just couldn't click on it. Much like the game today. Oh, too soon? Is that too soon? Sorry. It's there, but you can't click on it. But yeah, so that's kind of like what's going on now. But yeah, so you can. I think this game has a lot of longevity, and I'm very happy for the path they're carving with the game. And like I said, if anyone is looking to join a group of community, hop in the Discord. I'm also doing a giveaway on Saturday for a PC copy. So we're doing that. Tomorrow morning, which the game may or may not be out now, who knows, I'm dropping my tier list for all 13 survivors. And it's going to go from 13 to 1 on how I feel they are based on perks alone, not any kind of synergies. Like, I'm not saying, like, if you're running this character with this leader, how are they bear? It's just, like, on the characters themselves. And they're broken into 4 groups, which is OP. Oh, thank you for the sub. I appreciate that. It's OP, really good, decent, which is 12 of the 13 characters, and then just dumpster fire, which is at Getley. You know, Jake and Bobby Joe need to be in the game. Like, they are missing from Evil Dead 2. You know, you can rock those suspenders. I would want Hellboy as a guest for the game. I think he'd be OP. I would be down for Hellboy. I'll be honest. I'm working on my next crossover video for either Saturday or Sunday. I haven't decided what I want to drop on Saturday. Because, like, at first I thought I was going to do a reaction video, which I may still do, and then drop the crossover video on Sunday. I am skeptical, but honestly, I may pull the trigger and play tomorrow. Can you do an easier single player to unlock characters, or is it hard to get them unlocked? I haven't been able to play the single player campaign yet. I did get to see SFX I saw him do the first mission as Ash, and it looked super easy. So it didn't look real bad. So I don't think it's going to be too terrible. I heard one mission's kind of tough, but that was just some people bitching on the Discord, on the official Discord. But most people then were counting back like, I thought it was easy. So I don't have an actual level of difficulty. We'll see. I was hoping to be playing it tonight so you guys could all witness it if you weren't playing yourself. But that's where I want to start because I need Lord Arthur in my life because he's my boy. Lord Arthur, in my opinion, is the best character in the game, and unfortunately, he needs to be unlocked. But my plan is to do all the campaign tomorrow now. I will definitely be playing with subs on the Survivor side. So it's supposed to be rolling out at 12 midnight your time. There has been some hiccups. So that's what's going on, William. We were supposed to be playing right now, but it first of all, no one's been able to play on Xbox in any time zone all day, so that's been a problem. I saw someone on PS5 live at the moment. I mean, PS5 could be live. Yeah, it just depends on where you're at. I know some places have been having some problems. I didn't choose to buy it on my PS5, so I'm not sure. Evil Dead the Game Classic bundles popping up on PlayStation stores. Okay, so that's the okay, got it. Okay, perfect. So it's the Indiana Jones, Annie and Ed. It's the high school Letterman jackets for Ash and Scotty. The brown outfit for Cheryl, and the firefighter demons for Henrietta. Okay. I've heard Arthur is one of the harder single player missions. He could be. Henry's unlocked. The only characters you need to unlock is Arthur, Ash versus Evil Dead Ash, Amanda Fisher, and Pablo. They're the only 4. The other 9 characters are all unlocked. I'm sure Arthur is tough, but I was an Arthur main through the beta. I'm pretty familiar with playing him, so I'm not too worried about that, Renro. I will probably buy that because there's a lot of skins that I liked. Yeah, the Ash Hunter, which looks like he's Rambo. It's weird. The Indiana Jones for Ed and Annie are really, really good. I like Cheryl's Brown Town outfit. That's actually pretty good. I don't care about either one of the Letterman jacket outfits. They're just lame. The firefighter demon for Henrietta is really good. I'm down with that. So yeah, I'll be picking that up tomorrow. Well, oh no! What are you on? What system you on, William? What system are you on? But hopefully they get stuff worked out soon. That's all I can really say. But I'm looking forward to it. Apparently you can use abilities as a single player, so it's interesting to see how that goes to play. Oh yeah, you could totally. I mean, I don't see why you couldn't. I mean, obviously, and I hear you level up during the single player campaign as well, so you get infernal points for it too. Now remember, you only get 2 perks unlocked for characters out of the gate. You need to unlock the other one at level 10 and the final one at level 25. So it depends on the character. Like, some have really good 1 and 2 perks. Like Amanda Fisher's 1 and 2 perks are probably gonna make her mission a cakewalk, because she gets she's gonna get ammo for days and master weapon pistol or weapon master pistol. So she's going to start with a gun and do extra damage. Yeah, so Amanda's mission is probably pretty easy. You pre-ordered 4 weeks ago? Nice. Because they changed it last night, Zombie. They put out a retraction last night that said they were switching it to a 12 rollout. That's why. So, and that's what's actually caused this problem, because as they were trying to switch it back on all the game consoles, it's messed up. So that's why... yeah, last night at I can tell you the time. Give me a second. It's in my Discord. So last night at 8:13 Eastern Standard Time is when they switched it back. So at this point, we have not seen any in-game currency. Yeah. So, but the store was not up during the beta. All you could do was click on like. Skins. There's a skin section for every character, and it says S-Mart will be open soon, so that's why. Yep, it's on their Twitter. Yeah, and if you go to my Discord, I just copied and pasted the picture from, it's just the tweet. So it was 8:13 last night. They changed it back to rolling 12 out. And that's when that's when apparently the problem happened, because when the devs tried to fix everything with all the consoles, it's not unlocking on Xbox. And apparently there's been some problems on PS5 and Epic as well. So that's what the problem is when they switched it on Tuesday to the 10 a.m. time. Then they switched it back last night to rolling midnights. And that's where the hiccups have come. Yep, they retweeted themselves. Yeah, they did a retweet, and then they're like, "Here's what we said, but we're just kidding." And then that's what's caused the problem too, because when they did that, they haven't been able to get all the times to reset properly. So that's what happened, and so that's where we find ourselves at the moment. I played all the Dead Space. Yep, I enjoyed Dead Space 1. I enjoyed Dead Space 2, and I hated Dead Space 3. DBD's terrible. DBD has the worst community of any game I've ever played. Friday the 13th community was actually pretty solid before the game got killed. Are they going to milk us fans? Probably. Let's be honest. ASIMS, first of all, they're giving you a really, really, really good deal on the deluxe edition, on the season pass, and they're giving us all free maps and free missions. So they're gonna want to give money somewhere. So if it's skin packs, that's probably where it's at. Yeah, so that's the problem we've been having, Zombie. Yeah, I'm on Xbox too. That's why I'm not playing. We did the countdown to midnight, and then Now, they've been saying on the official Discord they were trying to get it fixed by midnight Eastern Standard Time, and it could be fixed at any point before then, but we don't know. Yeah, so we'll see. If they're trying to get it fixed. DBD is the most toxic. Here's the thing. And I don't know why it is, but DBD players are the most, other than maybe Call of Duty players, are the most entitled players I've ever played against. Sage Sam. Yeah. And I that's why I said earlier, I forget who it was. We've been talking to a lot of people tonight. Do you care that big DBD content creators are not coming over to our little neck of the woods? And I'm like, no, because they can just keep that community over there. Because there's a reason that Spook and Jukes can make a video every day about some toxic asshole, because it's not hard to find them. Now, I'm not saying all DBD players are bad. I've played with a lot of really nice DBD players. I actually don't think that, William. I think Texas Chainsaw Massacre will deal the final blow. I think DBD will do the wound that's bleeding out. I think Texas Chainsaw 2 is going to be a big problem for them. I know. So one time I got a hate message from someone. I was playing as Survivor. Groovy. I got a hate message because I didn't do a body block for someone, and the reason I didn't do a body block is because I was just doing my ritual, and it was just oh my god, you need to go kill yourself. You can't play Survivor. I'm like, dude, I was just doing my ritual. Chill the hell out. We had 4 gens done and no one had been hooked. I don't plan on playing randoms if I can help it. You don't have to. Come to our Discord, Dancer. We have tons and tons of people just waiting to play. I hope it works out. Evil Dead on PS4 is up and working for me. Yes, go PS4. Oh, it's your birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Zombie. Woo! Yeah, so here's what I think is going to happen. I think Evil Dead is going to carve its own path and do very, very well. I don't think it's going to kill off Dead by Daylight, but I think it's going to take a big chunk. And I think we're going to hear relatively shortly that Ash is going to follow the same path as what's now referred to as Chapter 13, otherwise known as Stranger Things, where he's probably going to be removed from the... William, thank you for the sub. Where he's going to be removed from Dead by Daylight, and Evil Dead's going to take their toy back, just like Stranger Things did. And then what's going to happen is, I think... Thanks, now I'm old as shit. I bet you're not as old as I am, Zombie. I'm old as shit. And then what's gonna happen? Well, as old as Evil Dead 1. Oh, I'm older than Evil Dead 1. I'm older by a year. 1 year older than Evil Dead 1. Because Evil Dead 1 came out in 81. And I was born in 80. Okay, I'm in. Yeah. And so we have like 6 channels already set up for just voice chat. And if I need to make more, that's fine. I'll just throw them up there. But yeah, so what was I saying? Oh, and so then I think what's going to happen. Oh, well then you're older than Evil Dead 1. I'm going to check. Yeah, if you were born in 79, then you're a year older than me. I'm 42. I turned 42 in April. Yep, I knew you were born. When you said you were 43, I knew exactly what year you were born in. And my wife was born in 78. So, right between us. Well, and I'm from 2000. That's cool too, Nebbits. I love having, you know, every walk of life should be able to enjoy Evil Dead. But yeah, so what I think is going to happen then is I think Texas Chainsaw is going to come out, and then we're going to hear Bubba's leaving. And Bubba's still the #1 seller on Evil Dead, or Dead by Daylight, excuse me. And I think those things are going to start to hurt, and the player bases are going to start to split out, and then you're going to see all 3 games kind of just like do their own thing. Yep. Well, Resident Evil was the #1 selling chapter in Dead by Daylight history. It's still nothing's come close to it. That is exactly why they're doing. Who is it? It is Wesker is the killer, and I forget who the survivors were. I just saw the video too. Yes, Evil Dead for all. Who was it? I was surprised because it wasn't Ada, because everyone's been asking for Ada, and Ada wasn't in it. Shit. I don't remember. I remember Wesker was the killer. Although I do think it's pretty awesome because Wesker's my boy. What about the Harry Potter game? Well, the Harry Potter game is a single-player RPG. So I think it'll be I think it's going to do very well, but it's not a multiplayer game, and it's not going to really be like there's no PvP or anything in it. I think it's just a single-player RPG. I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. But I don't think it's going to have any bearing on like the ASIM world. We do have some other ASIMs coming out at the end of the year. So you got Evil Dead, then Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and then you have Ghostbusters in October, and then you have the weird Dragon Ball Z one, which I have no idea what the point of that is. That's just freaking bizarre. But I think Ghostbusters could be interesting. I think Texas Chainsaw looks really good. I wouldn't be surprised if this channel covers both at some point. I love ASIMs. ASIMs are kind of my go-to. I play a very good killer. It's kind of what I do. I will survive though as well, but I won't be as successful. Like I was the guy that played Jason. I was the guy that played the Predator. So. So what's up with the classic bundle if it's not part of the so the season pass is going to be all characters, and they'll have additional skins for those characters as well. So the classic bundle is just going to be the classic bundle is just skin drops for characters. Yeah, so they already said that they're going to have I don't think the pre-order is up for Texas Chainsaw yet. Yeah, the Dragon Ball game, Adult Sims. Like, the Dragon Ball Z game makes no sense. I think it's like Breakers or something like that. I'm like, who the hell wants to be Oolong being chased by fucking Cell? Like, give me a break. Why would you want that? But I don't think the pre-order is up for Texas Chainsaw yet. Yeah. Let me take a look. I don't think it is, though. Texas Chainsaw Massacre pre-order. It's not even available for pre-order yet on their own webpage, so I don't think so. Because I'm actually on their official. You can buy sweatshirts though, but they don't have. You can't pre-order the game yet. But you can buy sweatshirts. Yeah, so I think it's $10 I think is the season for the classic skins. Yeah, so they did say when the season pass drops, you're going to get characters and there's going to be at least one additional skin. Maybe not for everyone, but like you're going to get some additional skins. And so it's when they do the 4, because there's 4 season packs and they're supposed to have killers and survivors in it. Now they haven't said anything about whether they're going past, like if they're adding new classes, or everyone's going to be either a warrior, leader, support, hunter, necromancer, warlord, or puppeteer. Well, so here's the thing: the owner, the reason, there's only one reason that Friday the 13th got shut down, Jordan, and that's Victor Miller. That's the only reason it got shut down, or it would still be going probably because they had a lot of stuff they had planned to do for that game. But Victor Miller won the lawsuit. There's no situation like that with Texas Chainsaw. So because of that, I wouldn't have any worry about that kind of problem occurring again. Maps are free, though. Yes, maps are indeed free. They said, and I quote, "We don't want to divide player base. Everyone can get the maps for free." So that is correct. And maps will come with side missions, too. So those will be free as well. Yeah, Victor Miller, who wrote Friday the 13th and then sold it in like 1975, sued and won to get his rights back. And that's what killed Friday the 13th. Yep. That's what, and there's nothing like that with Texas Chainsaw. The original owner of the rights has the rights. Like, they're making the game. It's the same company that made Friday the 13th, too. So if you enjoyed Friday, you're going to enjoy, Bubba the 13th. They said they're gonna do maps. Yeah. They said this is the first of many free DLC. So they haven't said anything about doing quote unquote expansions. It's an ASIM. So like when you're getting your season pass, it's for characters. They made that pretty clear that the season pass is going to be characters and some skins of the new characters when they drop. So that's a whole thing, Jordan. If Dennis Hopper isn't playable, count me out. That's fair. That's fair. So the problem is Jason Voorhees is owned by Victor Miller. The name Jason Voorhees. Camp Crystal Lake is owned by Victor Miller. Pam Voorhees is owned by Victor Miller. The grown-up hockey mask version of Jason Voorhees, that image is owned by Cunningham still. So like they're gonna need them both to work it out for wherever Jason goes next. I think he ends up in Evil Dead, to be honest with you, though. I still think that. I did a video on it, which kind of relaunched my channel, and we've kind of been going since then. So if you've heard anyone from Saber talk about this game, this is fans making their dream game. And the fact that they went and got like 99% of the original actors to do the voices, it just shows that. I'm sorry, Crescent. I really am. We're just hanging out and vibing. Yeah, if they called him if they referred to him as Chi 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 Ha 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 Mass Dude, it would be all right. DVD's wanted him for years. If they call him Chi 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 Ha 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 Mass Dude, yeah, they could get away with that, I guess. So yeah, I mean that's an option. Don't mind me, I sit on my foot like a 5-year-old. But yeah, that's kind of what's going on, Call him Mike Murder, Mikey Merds. Like that's his Mikey Murder. That's his that's his mafia name. Do you think this game will add in new demons that are from other movies or so? I do. I actually do think this. I think we will see crossovers at some point. But I don't think it'll be in the first season pass. I think the first season pass will stick strictly to... Here's what I envision the first season pass as. I think the first season pass, we're going to see like some combination of this. I think we're going to see one of them will be 2013. One of them will be Evil Dead Rise. And then I think the other one will be made up of fan favorites like Ruby, Dalton, Brandy, Chet, Sheila... Coogie, stuff like that. I think we're going to see that combination for the other two DLC packs. I mean, we could do that. They're doing original skins. So we could definitely see all sorts of original skins for the game. They said that they got the okay to do that. And they're going to make them. Cabin in the Woods crossover. Cabin in the Woods was a fun movie. I agree. I know. I'm glad I gave you guys all a place to hang out. And like I said, if you're enjoying the content, hit the sub button. Join the Discord if you're looking for people to play with. We have an awesome community. It is. We're all just kind of chilling out in my house. It's just like, hey, come over to Old Heads. We're just hanging out. Well, see, I think there's some they could use, and I think there's others that they shouldn't. And so I think it's just going to depend. And it's also going to depend on how... Here's what's going to make or break whether they go outside. If they can't get comic books figured out, they're going to have to go outside at some point. Because if they don't... The TV show is great. The movies are fantastic. I highly recommend going to see the movies. I would watch Evil Dead 1, Evil Dead 2, Army of Darkness... 2013, you can watch if you want to. I'm not a fan, but it's worth the watch, I guess. Yeah. Honestly, I've seen the TV show. I loved it. I can answer that. There are plenty of characters. There is plenty of characters. I mean, they did use a lot of them though. But like I said, Ash vs. Evil Dead did give a lot of characters that can be playable. Like I said, Ruby is a must. The show did get canceled. Yes, it ended at the end of season 3. It did end at season 3. There has been talks about doing a season 4. Evil Dead Rises in October on HBO Max. Yep. Yeah, that's what I said. That's gonna be the last. I think that will be the last. So the Witch is actually, I've actually done a video on the Witch, and the Witch is actually a really important character in the comic books. I would love the Witch to be brought in. She's one of my favorite characters. She was one of my favorite arcs in the comics, so I'm all for the Witch. The Archer, it's a movie. Evil Dead Rise is a brand new branch off in the Evil Dead universe. Oh, they will. There's no doubt about it. I guarantee you that'll be the last DLC pack of Season 1. Because what I think we'll probably see DLC all summer, and it'll wrap up in October when Rise comes up. Oh, they're going to. Absolutely. It'll coincide with the launch. You're going to see, like, Evil Dead Rise DLC pack drops the same weekend as the movie does. Like, that's exactly what they're going to do. That's perfect cross-promotion. Like, that's built in right there. I think that's the way they'll finish the DLC Season 1 pack. Sorry, Dancer. I must think of all the extra characters. She does. I'll eat your soul. Come get some. And she has... And the Witch is amazing in the comics. Like, she gets a huge story arc multiple times. Toxic Crusaders. I used to love that card. Subscriber 445, represent, whoop, whoop. Thank you, Crescent. I appreciate that. I mean, Trauma's good stuff. I love Toxie back in the day. The Toxic Avenger cartoon was like one of my favorite Saturday morning cartoons. I love the movies too. The movies are great. They're schlock. I love it. I agree. I think there's opportunity to branch out, but so let's take a look at. I mean, I've done a lot of videos. I do think there is one crossover movie that needs to happen though, and that is Sunday's video for Bubba Hotep, and I will go deep into why I think we need more Bruce Campbell on Sunday's video. Sergeant Kabuka Man, Sergeant Kabuka Man. Toxie would be fun. I love Toxie. I mean, his mop and him are. The first movie was great. I'm all for Toxic Avenger. I mean, he's the warrior we need. Toxie's is a beast. Yes, Bubba Hotep. My Bubba Hotep video will drop on Sunday. I think so. Evil Dead 2013. I think will have its own season pass. I actually did a video on that as well. You be okay with the Bubba Hotep merger? Sebastian Half is okay? All right, cool, Dancer. I actually did a video on 2013. I think we're going to get the siblings and we'll get evil Mia. That's what my guess is. Although Eric is the best character in the whole movie, I don't think we'll get him. I think we'll get the siblings. I mean, Sebastian Half is great. I don't know if anyone ever read the comic books when Bubba Hotep crossed over with Army of Darkness. Oh, so good. So good. I love Sebastian Half when his career as a monster hunter. Elvis stages his own death and becomes a monster hunter. I mean, come on. How can you beat that? Awesome. Thanks, JJ. My name is Bruce Crossover. Yeah, just keep giving me all the Bruce Campbell characters. Can we get like Hunter Briscoe County Jr.? I'm all right. I'm all in for that as well. The Hunter. I would never play another Hunter again if Briscoe County Jr. was brought in as a Hunter. Support Sam Axe, like just every Bruce character just gets put in. Zombie, thank you for the the Bruce crossover extravaganza. Thank you for the sub, I appreciate it. Darkman, absolutely. Although Darkman's really more like Liam Neeson, man with a screaming brain. Like Liam Neeson was really Darkman. Like Bruce was like Darkman at the very, very end. Maniac Cop, absolutely. Autolycus, King of Thieves, from Xena and Hercules. So Savini Ash. So Tom Savini is an artist who does horror comics, and he did a Savini version. So that's why they call it Savini Ash, because he created a dark version of Evil Dead 2 Ash for the game. It's part of the collector's edition. He did one for Jason Voorhees as well for Friday the 13th, and there's rumors that he is doing a Savini Bubba for Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Which one's a good one, Zombie? I mean, it's pretty cool looking. I didn't get the collector's edition though, so I don't have it. Oh, Savini isn't. I mean, he is. That's what he is. I mean, that's what he is. I mean, Tom Savini's a cool dude. Autolycus. I mean, that's why they call it Savini, not like Savini's an artist. That's what I mean. Well, that's why they call it Savini Ash and Savini Jason, because Tom Savini made it. Yeah, Autolycus, then we can get, Ruby Survivor, Xena. Just bring in the whole Sam Raimi version. Because then we could have a Joxer the Mighty skin for Chet. I mean, come on. What the possibilities are endless. He's a gore composer. I mean, he's the one that designs the skins, though. Tom's cool. He has a great sense of humor, though. His interviews with Fangoria for the Savini Ash is. You thought it looked underwhelming? I mean, I thought the Jason was better. I did think the Jason was better. Savini Jason's fantastic. I actually had that one for Friday the 13th. I did not get the Ash, though. I didn't buy the collector's edition. I tried to. I just failed. Wah, wah. But yeah, I think there's a lot of possibilities for this game. I think the longevity is there. The universe, they only really took 3 killers, and they took 13 characters. So there's still a lot to, and 13 of the characters, like 4 of them are Ash. The Jason's amazing. Like, the Jason is really, really good. Candyman? I could get down with Candyman, but only, like, old Tony Todd Candyman. I don't want the new one. Like, it has to be Tony Todd Candyman. Him covered in bees. But, like, I think there's a lot of really cool stuff they can do with the game. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And I think we're going to have a great community that, like, just look at tonight. All of us just hanging out here and having a great time. I don't think, I guess we could get the new version of Hell Priest, but I think Pinhead is kind of locked right now to Dead by Daylight. I think we could get the new version from the new HBO series. Is it a series or a movie for Hellraiser Rises, or Hellraiser Reborn, or whatever they're calling it? It was a shame, though, when Dead by Daylight brought out Pinhead's chapter, that they did not have Christy Cotton. I was so ready to main Christy Cotton as a survivor. So the game was supposed to release at midnight, Synth. That's why we're just hanging out. So we've kind of told the story a bunch, but it's a series. I thought it was a limited. It was supposed to launch. Originally, the game was supposed to launch at midnight, whatever your time zone was. And then they changed it to a locked global time of 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific, whatever it would be. And then they switched it back. And when they switched it back to midnight rolling, things kind of got screwed up. That's fair. I mean, you just did call him Pinhead. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, Puppet Master was a classic. Would Hellraiser and Nightbreed lore work with Evil Dead? I don't know. I mean, Cenobites could be. The Cenobites are just like the hell version of Deadites. Like, I mean, they're not that far off, except they're much kinkier. Nightbreed, I think, would work pretty well, though. I mean, Hell Priest, I know Clive Barker hates Pinhead. Clive Barker, like, loses it anytime anyone calls Hell Priest, or Priestess now, calls Hell Priest Pinhead. He loses it. But yeah, like, Cenobites are just kinky Deadites. Let's be honest. Synth, thank you for the sub. I appreciate that. Like, that's... They're just the BDSM Deadite. Like, that's what a Cenobite is. It wouldn't be that hard to make them work. I think Hell Priestess, though, would probably be more likely to come. Because I feel like, I know, the Pinhead version is kind of, over on Dead by Daylight. Oh, he hates it. Hates it with a passion. Right. Oh, Clive Barker absolutely loads it. Like, I actually saw him walk out of an interview once when someone called him Pinhead. He's like, "This interview's done." I was like, "Damn, he really does hate that." Tug is so good. You know who I would want as a killer? And I could be for a whole chapter. Give me. Ooh, that's a good one, Crescent. But give me a Phantasm tie-in, and I am all in, because Phantasm, other than Evil Dead, is like my favorite horror franchise of all time. If Doug's amazing. I have come from the box. Not exactly Kandarian, that's true. Also a specific god Leviathan. But yeah, give me that Phantasm. I want Reggie Bannister as a survivor. Come on. Oh, I actually did Zombie. I did a video on Drag Me to Hell. It's Evil Dead 4. I don't even consider that a crossover. Sam Raimi said it's in the same universe. What was it? Phantasm 2 or 3 with the kid? That was my favorite one. Hey Joe, what's going on? So he was young in 2. He was a kid in 2. Phantasm's great, and I mean Angus Scrimm was great as Tall Man. Like every time he said "boy" and just like would reach out or send an orb after, I got chills. I still do. I still got it there. The Tall Man is fantastic. Angus Scrimm was amazing as the Tall Man. So here's the thing. The maps are huge, but there is phases. So the first phase is kind of like a battle royale where you're looking for the pages of the map to find the dagger and the Necronomicon. But you're also like picking up medallions and pink fucks and weapons, and you can go wherever you want. You don't have to stick with the group. You can kind of go wherever you want. You can grab a car or drive off. Then phase 2 goes to actually then it's more like a horde mode where you go and capture the Kandarian dagger part, and you capture the Necronomicon pages spot. Once you have those both in your possession, it goes to phase 3 where you defeat the dark ones and have to send the demons back to hell. I did a Walking Dead one as well, Lewis. You should. I mean, this is what I do. I make videos all the time. I actually have a whole part on why Negan needs to be the best hunter ever. Have you seen John Dies at the End? Yes, I have. I think The Walking Dead has a few games. They do. They have a ton of games, actually. The Walking Dead games are terrible, except the Telltale ones are really good. Clem's fantastic. But yeah, I did a video last week, I think. I did a video last week on the Walking Dead, and I wanted, so basically I didn't have a demon. I just said like you could have like walkers as like elite summons or normal summons, just but I basically said Herschel should be a support character. I'm trying to remember. Daryl was the hunter. Negan was a warrior, and then both I had Carl as a skin for Rick as a leader, and I wanted old man Carl skin, like where he has a cowboy hat and one eye. Like that's my Carl. Carl's my favorite character. I'm not afraid to admit it. I love Carl. I haven't watched The Strain in a long time. It wasn't a bad show though. Good call on that one, Joe. Yeah, I mean, what's not to like about Clem? Like, Clem's story was really good. I'm down with that. Blah. Yeah, so there's a lot of, I mean, I've done a lot of crossover talk. We even had, like, one time I even did one on how Buffy the Vampire Slayer would work in the universe. So I've kind of gone the gamut of possibilities. I don't consider, though, Drag Me to Hell a crossover because, like I said, Sam is pretty much confirmed it's in the same universe. So it's just kind of like a side story. It's like Evil Dead 4 without Ash. But Drag Me to Hell is fantastic. I'm all for it. I'm not gonna lie. The scene in the graveyard is one of my favorite scenes in any movie ever. I don't really play VR. I have a little bit of vertigo when I play VR stuff. Oh, I think we're going to get him, Crescent. I have him as one of the 4 that are just slam dunks. Dalton, Bale, Ruby, and Sheila, I think are absolute slam dunks. We're going to get them. They're just way too popular. And then, like, right behind those 4, I have Chet Kaminsky and Brady Williams. I think those 6 characters are pretty poppable. Spawn crossover? I mean, I could get behind it. Book's not the movie. The movie's terrible. John Leguizamo as Clown was like an absolute nightmare. I mean, what about Pennywise as a Kandarian demon? Like, that would be fun. We all float down here. I could get down with some Pennywise. And I would be all for like multiple skins of Pennywise. Dalton's going to be a warrior in the game, and he's going to be a fun warrior to play. Like, I don't see him as any other class other than warrior. But Dalton's popularity for being in 7 episodes is ridiculous. Like, even when they still do, like, they do like votes and on popularity charts, and Dalton always comes in the top 5, which is kind of blows my mind, because like he wasn't in a ton. Well, I'm glad, Crescent. I want to play so bad. You are not wrong, Gohan. I want to play so bad too. But we're chilling. We're vibing. We're just having a great time. The community is together. Join us in the Discord. You see who as a leader? Dalton? No way. There's no way anyone that kneels before Ash can be a leader. Wait, what movie are we talking? Oh, you like the Spawn movie? That's fine. Sorry, Danzer, I wasn't sure. I think Jason is. I did a video on it. Yeah, the reason I actually went into my Dalton video. Like, Dalton has his own video, just like Brock does, of why I think they're coming to game, and what their perks would be, what class they would be. Jason is a Deadite. It is canon. I did Jason video. I've done a lot of videos. I mean, now that a lot of you guys have subbed tonight, you can just check out all the videos I do for Evil Dead. Like, I've been doing videos for 3 months, and for a while I was 2 to 3. Now it's like daily. That's true. You're not wrong. And I'll be honest, I haven't seen Spawn in a long time. I haven't seen Spawn. I saw Spawn in the theater, and I think that's the last time I saw it, because when I walked out, I was like, what the hell did I just witness? But I'm glad that people are just... Joe, my Bubba Hotep video drops Sunday. We are all about Bubba Hotep on this channel. Here, let me drop the Discord. Because all my mods went to sleep. I'm doing double duty. 2 chats, 2 drops. All right. We'll drop this over here. You hated the Bubba Hotep movie? What movie were we talking about, Zombie? Oh, Spawn. That's fair. Bubba Hotep's fantastic. Hail to the king. I mean, it's been fun, though. I've enjoyed hanging out with you guys for 3 hours. I wish we would have had more to do than just chit-chat. Spawn the Animated Series was very, very good. I never got to see Bubba Hotep in the theater because it never came to anywhere around me. Like, the closest it came to was there was a theater in Delaware that was playing it. I actually just had to buy the DVD. Yep. You're right, Jordan. And they actually they reference that in Freddy versus Jason versus Ash. That's how Jason's able to access the book because he's a Deadite. Meaty, what's going on? Yep, it's been doing that to all of us. Oh, the achievement tracker was up 2 days ago. I put the video. There's a video on my channel. The achievement tracker was posted yesterday, maybe. I don't know. I can tell you when I did my video. I did the video right after it came live. If you want, like, yep, yeah. What's going on, Meaty? How are you doing, bud? But yeah, I absolutely think that Bubba Hotep was highly underrated. Yeah, the achievement tracker came up yesterday. I posted a walkthrough of the video. I just looked. I dropped the video at 4 o'clock yesterday, so it must have came up around, because at that point it had been up about an hour because I had to film the video and edit it. So, yeah, it was yesterday. Or I guess technically now was, it was Wednesday that it happened. I mean, we're in Friday now. Come on, just let us in. But yeah, I've done a lot of Evil Dead videos. There's a lot of content for you guys to watch. I did 7 videos today just of all the classes. The new uniforms of the game ad, just can't play it yet. Well, that's fair. You see, at least you can buy the microtransaction. Yeah, I'll get them because I'm not going to play Annie a lot, but I want her in an Indiana Jones outfit. It's worth it just for that. I mean, that's what we're all doing. We're doing a 3-hour stream in the Evil Dead channel on just chilling like villains because there's not been any Evil Dead to play. I planned on playing the campaign today, but I was thwarted by the servers. They said, "No soup for you," and I was like, "Oh, please give me soup." But alas, it was not to be. So it is what it is. But we're having a good time. I've really enjoyed my time just hanging out with you guys. We had like our own little like chill party. Like, yeah, it's $10. We all kind of huddled together, did what we need to do. Watched The Burning for no reason. That's fair. I did not. I haven't watched any horror movies today. The last horror movie I watched, I think it was Jason Takes Manhattan last weekend. I still have a soft spot for Takes Manhattan. That uppercut, boom, done. Head goes flying down into the trash can. Lid closes. Yeah, it's just so cheesy. I find myself as a fan of the later Jason movies. Like I watch a lot of which is the one with the psychic girl? Is that 7? Or because Manhattan's 8, right? Now I'm second guessing myself. 7? Okay. Perfect. Thanks, Joe. Yeah, I sometimes just paid it, Donnie. Makes sense. I'm a massive F-13 fan. I love how long that scene drags on. It does. Part 6 and 4 for me. 7. Yeah, my favorites, the ones I watch the most, should I say, is Takes Manhattan, and then the one with the psychic. Which is Tina Shepard. What is that? That's 7. So then I watch 7 and 8 the most, I guess. Yep, the New Blood. Yep. Yeah, Tina Shepard. She's a great end girl. She's a great final girl. She really is. And then she uses like the psychic abilities and fights Jason with them. That shit's boss. The dark ones are at the very end of at the end of a PvP match. So how it goes, Jordan, is you have basically 3 phases. The first phase is you get the pages of the map to find the Kandarian dagger and the pages in the Necronomicon. Once you have the map, all 3 pieces of the map, you move on to phase 2. You find the dagger, you find the pages, and then once you have those, you go and fight the dark ones. And then after you defeat the dark ones with the Kandarian dagger, you have to defend the Necronomicon so you can send the demons back to hell. That's how the matches play out. Lars Park Lincoln. Hottie from the 90s. See, I liked 1 through 7. 8 was okay. Rest was kind of yeah. So Jason X is the one I can't watch. Jason in Space just doesn't do anything for me. I like 7 a lot. 7's probably my favorite, actually, when it comes down to it. Jason in Space is terrible. But we did get "Let the bodies hit the floor" from it, so I guess we got that win. I love Freddy vs. Jason, though. Freddy vs. Jason, I can watch that at any given time. And I usually do watch it like every other month. Yeah, that's true. That did happen, Joe. You're not wrong. Oh yeah, you get to be creative as a demon. There's no doubt about it, Meaty. Did you really, Zombie? That's ironic. They also had Leprechaun in Space. They did have Leprechaun in Space. I totally forgot about that. I'm the Leprechaun. Stop it, man. I forgot about Leprechaun in Space. I completely forgot about that, Danzer. That is woof. That I completely forgot about that. I wish I completely forgot about it. Now it's there. Now it's in my brain. But yeah, I haven't watched a ton of horror movies lately. I did. Leprechaun in the Hood's a classic, Joe. It's a classic. My roommate is Rufus Firefly's stepdaughter. Oh, that's cool. He uses a lightsaber. We do not need to go down the Leprechaun in Space rabbit hole. That Gotcha. Okay. It's so bad. Tales from the Hood was fun. Tales from the Hood is good stuff. I actually really also liked both of the Tales from the Crypt movies. Yeah, I liked both of them. I liked Demon Knight and I liked Bordello of Blood. Leprechaun meets Critters in the Hood and in Space. Man, that is the crossover we need. Yeah, there's a new Creep Show out. It's on Shudder, I believe. It's actually, I think, their own original series. I haven't seen it because I don't have Shudder. I think it's just kind of like its own series. I think I've heard good things about it. Killer Clowns from Outer Space was amazing. I loved Killer Clowns. Killer Clowns was, I mean, the cotton candy guns. Oh my God, so good, so good. And I think one of the most. Jason X. So let's be honest, and I'm gonna say this just once. Don't send our killers to space. Let's just stop it. Jason, the Leprechaun, none of them need to go there. It's okay. They can just fight on Earth. I haven't seen it, Zombie, so I just said I've heard good things. They're doing a Salem's Lot reboot, which looks really good, though. What was that going to be on? I just saw the trailer for the series. Salem's Lot reboot. I'm trying to look it up. I mean, Freddie and Michael should have gone to space. Obviously, they missed out. Oh, Hellraiser Bloodlines. Oh, God. The Salem's Lot looks good. I was trying to figure out what it's supposed to be on. I think it's HBO, but I'm not 100%. I was trying to Google real quick. Oh, it's going to be in theaters. Okay. You're not wrong, Joe. You know, it's funny. My favorite Stephen King novel is actually Bag of Bones, which is probably like the most criminally underrated book of all time for Stephen King. Salem's Lot's very good. I love Salem's Lot. Bloodlines is... Oh. Is Hellraiser 3 when they go to the discotheque and they have like the death rave? Is that Hellraiser 3 that happens at? Pinhead's killing people with CDs. Thank you, Zombie. It's a terrible miniseries. Like, just terrible. Fantastic book. That is correct, Joe. They're both the same series. I was so excited when the miniseries came out, and then I have no problem with Pierce Brosnan, and then I was like, ooh, this is really bad. Yeah, it's Lestat. Yeah, I thought that's what it was. They casted Hell Priestess, Crescent. I think it comes out later this year on. I think that is on Max. I'm just looking now. Oh no, it's on Hulu. It's coming on Hulu later this year. Was it Townsend? Stuart Townsend played him in Queen of the Dam? Is that who played Lestat in Queen of the Dam? You missed nothing, Zombie. Yeah, I think Stuart Townsend played Lestat in Queen of the Dam. Is it in Riddell? I don't know, Jordan. I really don't. Yeah, Hulu apparently has the Hellraiser reboot. I don't know. They could be. I actually like when I read the books a long time ago, which was before the movie came out, I never pictured Tom Cruise as Lestat, but I don't think he did a bad job. Like, the Interview with the Vampire movie is surprisingly entertaining. I mean, they changed a bunch of shit, but so, and Hulu's really good at putting horror movies on there. Hulu just put Dragging Me to Hell up there, so I can watch that again. if I just don't feel like getting off the couch. There's a new Predator movie? Really? Haven't they gone that well a lot? Are they fighting aliens again for the 14th time? Hulu's a very good horror selection. Are the Predators fighting the aliens? Because that's what they seem to do. Yeah, I saw the Adrian Brody one. Oh, it's called... So that's a series. So it's called Prey. Okay. Ooh. Native Americans versus the Predator? Well, I didn't know that existed, but now I need that in my life. Ooh. I'm going to need that injected into my veins immediately, guys. You know what's... I think it's fantastic that we've gone on for 3 hours and 20 minutes tonight, not played a single minute of Evil Dead, and had an awesome time just talking about horror movies. This has been fucking awesome. This has been one of the most fun streams I have ever had. So thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight. Like, I was so excited. Like, we had our little pre-show Brujo, and I was like, yeah, let's do this. And now we're like an hour and 45 minutes past launch, just yapping away about all sorts of cool shit. Does anyone remember Ghoulies, by the way? Like, I felt like that was one of those 80s horror films that just got swept under the rug, but I loved it as a kid. Yep. There was 2 of them. No, thank you. Like when the ghoulie came out of the toilet. Oh, that was funny. Yep. Wait, Ghoulies is getting a remake? No, it's Munchies. Munchies is getting the remake. I was like, wait, I haven't heard about a Ghoulies remake. I'm there for it, though. Ghoulies was so... Like, it's funny, because, like, this group has been awesome. But usually if I talk about some of these old horror movies, people are like, what are you talking about? Trolls. I remember Trolls back in the day. That was creepy, too. And I'll tell you one thing: one of the movies, and it was just more of psychological than scary. But The Serpent and the Rainbow with Bill Pullman freaked me out. Like, voodoo is scary shit. Serpent and the Rainbow was such a good movie. I haven't seen that in a long time. Now I want to watch it. With Lone Star, Bill Pullman, President of the United States and Independence Day. We will not go quietly into the night. I mean, let's be honest. With this, thank you, Zombie. Thank you. I appreciate that. And Joe, because Serpent and the Rainbow is way up there as one of my favorites. Suspiria is so good. I can... Yes. You remember this movie, The Garbage Pail Kids? Yes, I remember Garbage Pail Kids having their own movie. Absolutely. I'm not obsessed with Suspiria, but it's fantastic. The movie I kept watching way too much for horror movies, and when I was younger, I watched way too much Critters, and I don't know why. Especially Critters 2. I watched way too much Critters too. Dario's a master. There's no doubt. Children should play with dead things. Absolutely. That's a good one. People Under the Stairs was really good too. No regrets. I have not seen Cannibal Holocaust. I'll be honest. The Necronomicon's like, leave me alone. Jacob's Ladder's ending is a letdown. You're not wrong. Really good until the ending. The ending doesn't hold up well. But Tim Robbins is awesome in it. I have seen Green Inferno, but I have not seen Cannibal Holocaust. Is this something I need to see? Almost the same movie. All right. So, guys, before we wrap up, because it's about 2 a.m. here on the East Coast, and we're not getting any closer to Evil Dead at this point. If you could pick what you think was the cheesiest horror movie, what do you think it is? What do you think was the cheesiest horror movie you ever saw? Go. And I can start with it. The cheesiest horror movie I have ever seen and sat through for the whole thing was Zombievers. If you've not seen Zombievers, it's a group of beavers get toxic waste on them and come back as ravenous zombie beavers, hence the name Zombievers. Jack Frost. First of all, I love Jack Frost. The Killer Snowman. Shock. Oh, I'm loving this list. Give it to me. Attack of the Killer Tomatoes, 1 or 2, Joe? 1 or 2? Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. Zombievers. I mean, Zombievers was pretty bad. 1. Okay, fair enough. Oh, Jesus. I made my wife watch Zombievers, and she was just like, why did you do this to me? Nukem High? Oh, my God. I don't remember Nightmare City, so it might be a wrong name. Rubber. Oh, God. There's some bad ones. There's so many bad ones. Night of the Leapers. Yes. Giant killer bunnies. When they all jump over the hill. Oh, God. I've seen Night of the Leapers a couple of times, actually. Does anyone remember the cheesy horror movie Mosquito? Speaking of really bad horror movies. Oh, God. Mosquito was so bad. Like, there's this one scene where the guy is getting attacked by the giant mosquito and he grabs it by the sucker and it blows up all over him. Jordan, thank you for the subscription. I appreciate it. Thanks for subbing to the channel. Oh. Ticks was bad, too. Ticks was terrible. Well, Anonymous, nothing's working right now. That's the problem. So I'm not the only one that remembers Mosquito. It was terrible. I think so. I think that's the problem people are having right now, Anonymous. Leeches! I remember that one too. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, that's why we're just chilling. Welcome to Casa de Horror Movie. We've now inadvertently done a 3.5-hour horror podcast. Kingdom of the Spiders, Easy Wolf, not a bad choice. Mosquito was awful, just awful. Oh, any sci-fi horror film? Absolutely. Which is usually like Super Cobra versus. You were able to redeem the season pass? Well, that's good at least. Super Cobra versus Ninja Cat. Chud. I don't think anyone forgets Chud. All right. I'm going to leave you with this. We all need some Rowdy Piper in our lives. So if you haven't watched They Live recently, I recommend you do it. Sharknadoes. If you haven't watched They Live recently, yes, you got to do it. Get that John Carpenter in your life. You know, because sometimes Rowdy Piper is all out of bubblegum. And you know what happens when he's all out of bubblegum. Oh, I agree, Anonymous. We've seen the pics. I have. That's what I said. If you haven't watched They Live recently, I highly recommend you do it. It's one of the great movies of all time. I'm a huge Carpenter fan, which is why you've probably seen a bunch of Jack Burton pop up. Slither with Nathan Fillion is highly underrated. I'll give you that. But They Live, Big Trouble in Little China. I always watch Big Trouble in Little China and They Live together. It's like my Carpenter night to myself. It's like, I like to spoil myself Carpenter style. And then sometimes I'll even do James
After
Wood
all that
Vampires.
nonsense on Staten Island,
Oh, Jackie
I cut
Daytona.
loose to Pennsylvania because it sounded like Transylvania.
And we all know
that
sounds cool.
I infiltrated the township posing as your average American
Yankee Doodle Dandy.
and I took over Lucky Brew's Bar and Grill. The previous owner, he mysteriously disappeared
Because I killed him.
Drinks on the house.
And I've not looked back since. I now go by the name of Daytona, Jackie Daytona.
I could watch Big Trouble in Little China every day. Big Trouble's always good. I'm confused. I mean, they were both in it, Zombie. Love What We Do in the Shadows. Yep, we got to have some Jackie Daytona up in here. I mean, Slither with Michael Rooker versus Slither with Nathan Fillion. They're the exact same movie. Now we're splitting hairs. Prophecy 1, great. Prophecy 2, not so bad. Anything after, pretty much awful. Absolutely. I can deal with Prophecy 2. I can't go past. And I've watched them all. And every time I watched a new one, I just questioned why I did it again. But Rooker's the best part. But I'm such a Nathan Fillion fanboy, so I'm not. I can understand your opinion on that. But if Nathan Fillion's in something, I'm going to give him the credit. Which prophecy are we talking about? We're not talking walk-in prophecy? What's the other prophecy? Now I'm trying to remember. I remember Walk-In Prophecy. Are we talking about like the 70s one? With Talia Shire? Is that what we're talking about? Yeah, okay. Sorry. You're talking about like Talia Shire one from Rocky, right? Is that what we're talking? With the bear thing? Yes. Okay. I mean, I do love Christopher Walken Prophecy, though. Who's it? Yeah, it's Talia Shire, right? From Rocky in the 70s Prophecy? Okay. Well, guys, I'm actually running out of steam. It's 2 a.m. here. Return of the Living Dead? Absolutely. Hope to see everyone on the Discord. Hey, today is Friday the 13th. How's it going? We're going well, David. We just had a kick-ass horror stream. It's pretty much we're probably gonna take it over to the Discord. I'll set up we'll set up a channel just for horror movies. What about that? Since a lot of people joined tonight, I'll drop the Discord one last time. For those of you who haven't got a chance to join, thanks to everyone who subbed to the channel. Everyone that's just been hanging out tonight. It was a blast hanging out with every one of you, and I look forward to actually playing the game with you guys. So that'll be a nice change of pace, and maybe we'll do this more often. We'll just have a horror movie night, because we actually, like, with the amount of knowledge we have, we actually had a Carnosaur. No, we can't end on Carnosaur. That's terrible. Hey, Yokai, what are you doing up? Oh man. Oh God. I know, Zombie. That's we don't talk about Carnosaur. No. Shh. All right, guys. Have a great night. I will be back at 9:30 in the morning, ish. Probably playing the game. We hope. I love you guys all. It's been a freaking awesome night. Later, mates.